New shows, new movies,
Also,
and every new show, it's like I hate that they're doing every episode, there's gonna be a new episode every Tuesday, every week. Bitch, why?
Oh man.
I thought that. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, literally, that's also another reason for why. There's other shows that and whatnot that I'm watching, but I have to wait another week or two for another episode to come out. It's just
thinking about my feelings though. Message. I understand wanting to spare
I have
people's
YouTube.
feelings, but what about mine?
This is a game.
Just the 10 minutes I'm here. Okay, that's fine. I do have YouTube. I don't know what to put on YouTube. I've literally also watched almost everything on YouTube. And that's the thing I hate about YouTube. Is like, I have so many people I subscribe to, but it only shows me stuff that I've watched recently or whatever. I watch like Universal walkthroughs, Disney walkthroughs. Oh, I watch cop POVs. Police question 20-year-old.
On September 19th, 2023, an officer from the Spring Valley Police Department asked the man if he would come to the police department so that they could ask him a few questions.
What do you want me to watch? Something that's good though. I don't know. I've always, like I said, I'm literally watch police body cams. I watch true crime. I don't know.
Courtney,
no. Stop it. I haven't even put a video on, honestly. I'm looking at all the stuff that I've literally have watched. I watch Queso a lot. Because I don't know, I've been missing his streams. I always want to watch his streams on live, but then I forget, I guess, or I don't know. Actually, that's weird. I want you to fave some channels. Chill. Like, what channels? I have a lot. Here, look, my subscription. I have Queso, I have UDY, I have Ron Mango, Alexa Nicholas. Wait, actually, I don't think she's even posted for a good 2 weeks. Why? Huh. Anywho, I have Five Fires, Kimberlea, True Crime, Dope or Nope. I haven't watched them in a good minute. You can check them out. Wait, what? You can check them and not like later. No, don't list what you have. I'm listing it just because I have, like, look. Literally. It keeps going. Literally, I have some channels I've subscribed to since YouTube. Since YouTube was a thing. I think I still have the people from Charlie Bit My Finger. I think I still subscribe to them. That's how far along I've been on this channel. So long, like forever ago channel. Yeah, I know your suggestion. I was just showing how long I've been literally on this freaking channel. How many channels I've subscribed to, because there's a lot. I mean, granted, it could be like hours worthy. I'm trying to see what you're spelling, because I don't have my glasses, because my boyfriend broke my damn glasses, and I don't have eye insurance right now, or optical insurance, whatever. I'm looking at what you're spelling, but it's because the words are so small. If someone could tell me if I can somehow, like, make the text bigger, that'd be cool. Because I don't know if I can. Because I have horrible vision. Hold up. If you guys are typing anything, give me a second. Because I'm literally trying to search up this. There we go. Okay. Hi. Lightning Queen? Oh, I like that. Lightning Queen. What's this? So what is this? The Legacy of Lead. Why did I say lead? Of Lead. Shirley Basil, Shaping Evolution, Artificial Selection, How Humans Have Shaped Evolution. Huh. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Beyond the Milky Way, in Iceland universe, discovering galaxies beyond the Milky Way. Okay, I can see why. I can see. Kind of giving me like National Geographic vibes, which I don't mind that. I've always watched that growing up. Am I right? Am I on the right one? I hope I'm on the right one, but it looks like it. Unless I typed it wrong. Let me just make sure, because, no, yeah, I spelled it right. I'll definitely subscribe. Seems interesting, not gonna lie. What is ADHD? Modern concepts of ADHD. Oh, wow, an hour and 16, hour and 58, an hour. Okay, I didn't even realize how long these are. Okay. Autism today. Changes in the concept of autism. Okay, I see. I forgot. Yes, you are. Okay, cool. I'll probably put something like the ADHD thing, just because I have ADHD, and I only recently got diagnosed with ADHD.
Really fast. Then call 911 and
I got diagnosed with ADHD at like 22, I think. Granted, I've always had it, but I finally got diagnosed.
Modern concepts of ADHD. Now, that sounds a bit pompous, and I thought I was being very modern because one of my sources, which is quoted on the transcript, which you can get online from the college website afterwards, and there'll be a few copies, I think, available. I thought I was being pretty modern because I got an advanced copy of Steve Therone's recent authoritative survey.
I almost poked my eye. Anywho, thanks for the recommendation. Oh my gosh, my English went away.
Nearly there. And then I was trumped, phrase to be used carefully, by Mr. Matthew Paris.
The Gresham College lecture that you're listening to right now is giving you knowledge and insight from one of the world's leading academic experts. Making it takes a lot of time, but because we want to encourage a love of learning, we think it's well worth it. We never make you pay for lectures, although donations are needed. All we ask in return is this. Send a link to this lecture to someone you think would benefit, and if you haven't already, click the follow or subscribe button from wherever you're listening right now. Now, let's get back to the lecture.
The day before yesterday, who has a very modern concept of ADHD, and this is in the Times newspaper in his opinion column. He writes, I do not believe in ADHD at all, except as a catch-all for a whole gaggle of unrelated ways people behave. He then goes on to have a mild savage at autism spectrum disorders, but that is more modern than I can achieve. But in a way, I sympathise with him. I have no wish to attack him. Well, I do actually, but I'm not going to. I mean, I think if you start to think about ADHD, it does seem a bit weird. Now, I'm going to talk about that, the weirdness, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the way it's missed and how important it is not to miss it. I want to mention why it's thought of as a neurodevelopmental condition and how expensive it is for the country, and that means you and me. And then I'll return to this business of neurodiversity and the contrast between differences and disabilities, and indeed, and occasionally, a blessing for us all. So may I start by pointing out that ADHD has in its title at the top a red slash. The formal title goes attention deficit / hyperactivity disorder. And that hints at alternative possibilities. I will say no more at the moment, but you'll see what I'm driving at later on, I hope. Traditionally, ADHD has been described in literature since the 18th century, and in medical literature since the beginning of the 20th century. It's not a new idea. It's a relatively new name for what has often been called hyperactivity or something rather similar. And it's represented by a triangle between hyperactivity, which is, I think you can understand what hyperactivity means, and I'll explain in a minute. Attention deficit, which nowadays we would call inattention. There's a subtle shift in the concept because people with ADHD don't have an attention deficit. I'll explain. And impulsivity, which means doing things very suddenly in response to a provocation or a stimulus without any forethought as to the consequences. You just do it. Not all the time, but it's a tendency. And that triangle is coloured in. It has content. It's not just three unrelated concepts. And I think Mr. Paris got that a little bit wrong. They do actually cohere, and they correlate with each other. That is easily observable. There's quite a lot of literature about that. Nowadays, we don't talk about the triangle so much as a bisected circle, whereby ADHD combined presentation, I'm being very formal in my use of diagnostic terms, is a combination of inattention, which is what I'll call it from now on, and hyperactivity combined with impulsivity. The Americans, from whom this concept is, well, they originated this concept, have never been that keen on impulsivity, whereas the Europeans have always put it in there as an essential component. But under a little bit of pressure, it's now regarded as a combination of hyperactivity and impulsivity. And don't try and read all this. Please don't read that. I put it up to illustrate that there is a list that all clinicians use, a list of inattentive items, so that people, for example, don't concentrate very well, they don't sustain attention very well, they get distracted, they lose things, they're forgetful, and all that sort of stuff. So you can see it's actually quite a complex task to understand what inattention means, and then it gets worse, because it includes problems with self-organisation, problems with getting it all together. So that disorganisation, number 5, can't meet deadlines. 4, doesn't complete tasks. There's something about organisation in there which may prove to be a fundamental idea. The hyperactive impulsive list is pretty well what you'd expect. These are people, and these illustrations are of children, because ADHD originally was only applied to children. And a lot of what we know about ADHD has been derived from studies on children, which is a bit of a pain in many ways, because it doesn't do justice to the full idea of ADHD in adult life. But these are people who are on the go, can't sit still, fidget, can't wait, interrupts, and so on and so forth. Now, you've got 2 lists of 9 topics there, and that is important because your first step on the diagnosis, if you're trying to make a diagnosis, is you've got to find 6 items on each list, 6 from the inattention list, 6 from the hyperactive impulsive list. If it's a child of 5 out of 9, it's an easier target to meet for adults. Have 5 out of 9 on each list. And it doesn't matter which 6 you choose. So the first weirdness is that there's not a list of 6 items that you have to get. It could be any old 6. And that, I think, for many people, seems a bit weird, a bit strange, a bit haphazard. But each of these items, if I go back, for example, to one, each of these has to be excessive. It's not just that people can't wait. Of course people can't wait. But this is really, really, really can't wait. People are noisy. Well, I mean, people can be noisy, but this is really noisy when it's excessive and when it's inappropriate. So within that list, these items have to be excessive for the age and expectations of that individual. It has to be pervasive across situations. It's not just being noisy in a club, a nightclub, that sort of club. It's actually being inappropriately noisy, being unable to moderate the level of your noise creation according to the circumstances. So it has to be excessive, it has to be pervasive across situations. It's not just in one situation, it's generally present in that person's life. It has to be enduring. It's not just how they were on Wednesday night, it's how they have been for months and years, and usually back to early childhood. In formal diagnostic terms, it has to be before the age of 12, and that gets interesting, and I won't bore you with why it's interesting, because it's not very interesting. But it's early life onset. This is something that's been going on for most of somebody's life. So the word developmental comes in because of that, if I say something is neurodevelopmental. So these are our characteristics are present in the general population. They are characteristics and behaviours that Mr. Perez observes, and they're characteristics that you can observe about yourself, or your life partner, or your children, but they not necessarily would those people have them in excess across situations and enduring for years. If you take 6 out of those 9 items for 2 lists, there are pretty well 16,900 combinations. So when I say you've got to have 6 out of 9 on one list and 6 out of 9 on the other, you think, yeah, okay. That's one hell of a spread of differences. And this is the first hint, I think, I suggest to you, that ADHD is a very heterogeneous, very diverse condition. And just as I think Fran Happe was saying last week, you meet one autistic person and you've met one autistic person. You know, people with ADHD are not all alike. They are very individual.
Yeah.
So, and this is real. This is a study by Silk and folk in Australia, 146 children just recently. Well, not that recently, actually. God, 2019 seems a long time ago. 146 children in a study, there were 11,620 combinations. Somebody spent all afternoon working that out and counting them. So it is diverse. And this is actually one of the problems. But can I reassure you, there's a way of thinking about that. If I take those lists of 9 items and say you've got to have 6 out of 9 on one and 6 out of 9 on the other, then if I represent those items by pieces of fruit, there's your hyper-impulsive list on one side, 6 pieces of fruit, and 6 pieces of fruit for inattention. And what happens when you put those two together? What do you get? You get fruit salad.
Oh.
Yeah? Now, let's say that you move on to the next person or the next kitchen, and you get a slightly different list of 6 out of 9 from hyperimpulsive. You have to take it from me, that is a slightly different list, and 6 out of 9 for inattention. And what do you get? Fruit salad. It's not ratatouille, it's not stew, it's fruit salad. So although you have diversity in the components of ADHD, ultimately you have something you can recognise. So you have 5 or 6 items on each list. That's not enough, even if those are excessive and enduring and pervasive across situations and present from early life, that's not quite enough. You also have to have an impairment. So the disability is wired into the definition, wired into the medical definition. You have to have impaired functioning, impaired social functioning, academic functioning, or occupational functioning. So it's not just enough to be lively and a bit shabby on your concentration and a bit impulsive. It's actually got to impair things. And this is, I think, a necessary condition for lots of reasons. One is that if you have a thing like that in a diagnosis, then that helps drive people towards services. So back to the bisected circle. This is a combination of attention deficit, 6 out of 9 of that, minimum, could be 9 out of 9, and 6 out of 9 if it's a child on hyperactivity, impulsivity, 5 out of 9. One of the problems I have, I chose to bring the word concept into the title of this. Illustrations are very difficult with concepts. You will form your own mental representation, so I hope you're very good at it. Jolly difficult to illustrate, but there we have the idea of combined presentation ADHD, the commonest variant, and you can sense that the illustrations and images I've chosen are predominantly those of children, because that is where the condition was first identified. It's been typically described in childhood. And because it's been typically described in childhood and typically described in boys, because in clinics, boys have outnumbered girls sort of 9 or 10 to 1 until very recently.
Yeah.
I'll return to the question about girls and women later, but the whole concept has been driven by boys who are hard to teach, hard to live with, and hard to be friends with. It's actually those items that you've seen listed on those lists of 9 are very much driven by people's experience of boys who are squeaking wheels who need to be oiled. Now, on those list of 9 items, there's no single behavioural item that is always present in ADHD. We can't say every single case of ADHD is pathologically forgetful, for example. We can't do that. It isn't the case. So that is perhaps why people have been led towards the idea of a list within which you could have various combinations, because all those items on each of those lists of 9 are valid and contribute to the diagnosis ultimately. They all go into the fruit salad. And look, you can't leave one out, and you can leave one out, but you can't say it is always the case that fruit salads contain kiwi fruit. And as far as I know, they don't. So there's no single behavioural item that is constantly present. There is also, I must tell you, no objective test for this diagnosis. There's no brain scan, there's no blood test, there's no EEG test, there's no genetic screen that will identify ADHD as opposed to anything else. So we do not have an objective test for something that otherwise is readily recognisable and measurable, and it can be graded on a dimension from severe to mild, which is a useful thing. One does need a cut-off to illustrate how within the general population on the left there are plenty of people who are overactive and rather impulsive and can't concentrate terribly well, and some are severely so that it becomes a problem. And the cut-off to identify those, if you can spot it on the right, is a thin vertical line that represents where the disability cut-off is. Now, you may think that's not great, because how do you measure disability? Well, you can, actually. There are things like the Weiss scale that you can use to identify disability, but actually different countries interpret that rather differently. So different countries quite often come up with different rates for ADHD. In childhood, the Americans are very keen to identify 11% of children as having ADHD. In this country, a major survey done, well, now nearly 20 years ago, identified 2.4%. So huge differences between countries according to what is disabling and how it is measured and how it's identified. So although that disability concept is very important, trying to measure it is somewhat encultured and from an international perspective, somewhat haphazard. But generally speaking, most people subscribe to the idea that about 5% of children will have this ADHD business. Now, when they do, one of the things that comes through very strongly is that you don't just have ADHD for most cases. Pure ADHD, pure and simple, with no associated other conditions, is unusual. 80% at least of people, notice my change of word, have something else going on. In childhood, that tends to be angry, antisocial behaviour. And when Eleanor Singh surveyed attitudes towards ADHD in children quite a long time ago, what she found was that the general public see ADHD as something associated with angry, hostile, oppositional, irritating behaviour. And that can be dressed up in various terms, and I'll return to that topic, but there's a huge overlap. 70% for boys with ADHD, boys will also show aggressive antisocial behaviour. When you take a step back from that and say, well, okay, what else is quite likely to happen with ADHD? The answer is other neurodevelopmental conditions. So that, for example, 21% of 21% of children with ADHD will also have ASD, will also have an autism spectrum disorder. Oh. So this is quite a substantial overlap, which wasn't allowed in the diagnostic rules until nearly 10 years ago. Previously, you could have one or the other, but we now recognise that you can have both, and both is quite an issue. The same is true for things like tics, dyslexia. Somewhere around about a third of children with ADHD will also have dyslexia. So there are these huge overlaps with dyscalculia, with dyspraxia. I saw a paper recently that argued that 90% of children with ADHD also have dyspraxia. I think that's pushing it a bit. And it depends where you draw these samples from. If you just look at clinic populations, then you get these high rates of associated problems, because that's what drives the referrals to clinics. Because each of these associated problems magnifies the impairment that is associated with ADHD diagnostically. So very important overlaps with angry behaviour in childhood, very important overlaps with with other neurodevelopmental disorders in childhood. In adults, the picture changes. The problems of dyslexia become less problematic with adults. The problems with tics very often melt away, and so on and so forth. But in adults, you get a different pattern of coexisting problems. You get high rates of anxiety disorders, depressive disorders, substance misuse, mainly nicotine, alcohol, and recreational. You get an association with antisocial behaviour that I will return to later, which is really quite strong. And we now recognise that sleep problems are really very common in adults with ADHD. So again, you've got huge overlaps with other conditions. And it's almost as though ADHD can also be visualised as a vulnerability factor. It means it's more likely that you will suffer from something, let us say, like depression. And though when you do, when it's another condition, that adds to the impairment. And that has important, very important implications for assessment. It also means that the ADHD itself may be hidden, so that people see the antisocial behaviour, they don't spot the ADHD. They see the substance misuse, they don't spot the ADHD. So there are problems with overlap, magnifying disability, and also hiding. By and large, I must just mention that although I've said, well, it's about 5% in children, roughly speaking, internationally, the rate of ADHD among the general population does get less with age. It's been a very important political point to make that people who have ADHD in childhood, in adulthood, may still have traits or persistence of ADHD behaviours and symptoms. But the full diagnosis falls away as one gets older. I've no idea what an older adult is. I think an older adult is somebody older than me, 79 plus. So, yeah, there is increasing recognition that ADHD can affect those who are graced with an older age. But the rate does fall off. And again, this is consistent with the idea of ADHD being a developmental condition. What makes it more likely that someone is going to have, get, possess, be possessed by ADHD? Not quite sure what the right verb is, but the short answer is genetics comes through very, very strongly indeed.
Oh, really?
The heritability of ADHD, the extent to which genetic explanations account for the differences between ADHD folk and neurotypical folk, is about 80%. So it's heavily genetic. But it ain't one gene, or even 3 genes. The most recent survey on a genome-wide association study is that there are 76 genes which are implicated in the production of ADHD. So it's polygenic. Yeah, there are a lot of genes involved, and some of those genes do other things as well. One of the most strongly associated genes a few years ago was a gene that is primarily associated with dyslexia. So it depends where you get your sample from. But this is using a general population sample, not a sample from people attending clinics, where you might expect a high rate of dyslexia. It is still the case that there are an awful lot of genes, just as there are for many other human characteristics, such as stature or intelligence, for example. And there's nothing within the genetic risk factors, the genetic factors that make it more likely that you will show ADHD. There's nothing specific that you can use for diagnosis, which is a bit of a problem because, one hopes that with that heritability of 80%, you'll be able to say, right, well, we'll do a quick PCR, so a quick genetic glimpse of what is going on in somebody and work out whether they've got a risk of ADHD. You can't do that. There are too many genes involved. Heterogeneity again, diversity again. Within the ADHD world, little things are different one to another. But we've still got ADHD as a recognisable condition that can be measured. There are going to be environmental risk factors, of course there are. That is especially true for polygenic conditions. But when you look at the hard evidence, the replicated evidence, when several studies have said the same thing, it's mainly to do with pregnancy and birth. and particularly being born too soon or too small, or in fact having complications in very early weeks or months of life.
I had complications.
Mainly obstetric. The big one, of course, is
I stayed in the NICU for like 2 weeks.
Children who, in the womb, were exposed to alcohol consumed by their mother are really very likely to have ADHD.
Oh!
If you look at the old category of fetal alcohol, the rates of ADHD in that are over 90%. So fetal alcohol is a problem. Fetal alcohol exposure is a problem, but mainly it's obstetric stuff. Now, there are other
I never hated my alcoholic mother more.
Interested in. I mean,
you just brought so much anger issues in me right now. Oh my gosh.
Too much looking at computer screens, too much playing games.
This is why I don't have any kind of contact with my mother.
These are lots of single factors. Too much stress in late pregnancy. The difficulty is that those tend to be factors which are identified in small studies which have not been sufficiently replicated. So I'm not putting those on the list because that just makes everyone feel guilty. I don't. Once you take out the pregnancy factors, there isn't much else. There is really no good evidence, for example, that too many computer games produce ADHD. There is sort of, a small study here, but not confirmed in 3 other studies that have found it a bit difficult to get published. It's. I want to move on from risk factors that might lead somebody to develop ADHD to what the dickens is going on. If I say it's neurodevelopmental, that word neuro, for practical purposes, means brain. And brain is at the centre of ADHD research. This is a picture that shows how the cortex, that's the surface of the brain, where so many nerve cells are that are involved in higher brain functions, like thinking, for example, or memory, for example. The cortex in ADHD on the top line is really not developing the solid, purple, thick, extensive cortex that one would hope. And these are ages 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whoa. This is late childhood. And the cortex is just not developing at the rate that it should.
I believe that.
I think it's very important because when you come to say, okay.
I believe that so much because I'm 25. I'm 25 years old. The big 25. I'm in my mid-20s, whatever. Oh my god, I knew it. I thought I had a lot of makeup down here. Ew. Anywho. Ew. What the fuck? Anywho. Y'all are tripping. Hey. But literally, I'm 25. Everyone says that literally by the age of 25, your brain, your frontal lobe develops. I've been 25 for like some months now. Why hasn't it been developed yet? Why do I feel like it hasn't developed yet? Is it just going slower for me? Is it because I have ADHD and my brain's just developing slower rate than everyone else? What? How stoned do you have to be to watch this shitty? Actually, it was more like I was watching The Circle, and then someone on here did not like that I was watching The Circle. And they said they recommended this to me. And now I'm watching this because I have ADHD and I want to know why. Like, I don't know. I have ADHD. I barely got diagnosed with ADHD at 22. And I want to know. I don't know. This, like, literally, like, I don't know. Some blue noise. Wait, is that on YouTube? I don't know. Let me know. But I'm going to continue watching until I know. Because this is making so much sense.
Here's a map of the
and I'm
cortex.
slightly
this is
stoned.
a brain side
I'm slightly stoned, okay?
There are 3 key areas that are involved where the cortex has just not developed as much as it does in neurotypical folk. And in ADHD folk, the cortex is less well developed. This stuff in the inferior frontal, the front of the brain, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, which is
I just
very
fucked up my
important
makeup
to
right now.
things like working memory, which I'll explain later, and the parietal cortex, which is to do with attention. The inferior frontal cortex is mainly.
I'm slow. I'm retarded, is what they're saying.
In alcohol. And
I hate my alcoholic mother. I hate my alcoholic mother. I hate her.
Who is the queen of ADHD brain imaging, as far as I'm concerned. And that is word by word what she wrote in the article by Ferrone, which is on the reading list, the reference list of the transcript.
And you know how I know she most likely freaking drank while I was in her stomach? Because with my second brother, she drank for like 3 months in or 4.
In a few key areas. I'm not saying that people with ADHD...
We all are, it's okay. Good to know.
But there are these 3 areas.
But I know you guys had alcoholic mothers that would drink while you were in this womb.
Sufficiently thickly compared with...
if you did, then join the club, because goddamn.
And that also applies to the wiring. Please don't take that literally as an illustration of nerve tracts, but there are an awful lot of nerve tracts that link parts of the brain together. And when one looks at the nerve tracts close to those areas that I was mentioning there, then you find that they're poorly organized. They're not developed as well as they should be, and there are ways of measuring that. Which I can't show you except by using rather complicated mathematical stuff.
Yeah, don't. I don't even. I suck at math.
It's too late in the day for that.
I suck at math.
I do want to mention...
that's probably why.
Don't worry about the names. Just look at the colours. There's a red tract that starts in the middle of the brain, loops towards the front, and therefore is closely involved with the frontal cortex, which is the inhibitor of impulsive behaviour. And also the management of activity, motor activity. And there's a blue track that does the same thing. It goes a little bit further over, so that now links into the areas in the parietal cortex that control attention. Now, I bring these nerve tracts
You're probably going to go back to watching The Circle after this, but hold
that
on.
can be used with great effect in ADHD, assist these nerve
or if you guys have any other recommendations for me to watch,
they assist neurotransmission.
Say it. I know someone said something, but I don't know if it's supposed to be on. I'm guessing YouTube. I'll search it up here in a bit if you want. But
that nerve innervation of key areas in attention, working memory, response inhibition, I just put up because I'll probably come back to that at some stage.
Ow.
Now, there's something else about the brain I want to mention, which I think has been a very important idea. We have all of us have 2 sets of circuits in our brains that control the style which we adopt in thinking. And I want to talk about default mode thinking. The brain is always active. The brain's always at it. But in default mode thinking, when you're on your own and you're pondering, you're musing about yourself, about recent memories, about things you'd like to do, a bit of daydreaming, think about yourself, think about close relationships, what's been going on, without trying to tackle a task.
That's me!
Your brain is using default mode thinking. It's default because it's not being asked to do anything very specific. And that is to be contrasted with task-centered or task-positive thinking.
I haven't done too much research on ADHD, okay, guys? That's why I'm like...
you've got to think about and do.
Wow.
This is active brain imaging of default mode thinking, where you can see that,
hello. My brain hurts too, because my brain is understanding why it's so stupid.
With neurons associated, nerve cells associated
yeah, I'm glad.
with default mode musing, daydreamy type thinking and there are already orange.
Okay, but why do I talk to myself? Why do I talk to myself? Why do I talk to myself?
They're in different parts of the brain.
When I'm alone, I talk to myself all the time.
Anyone can enjoy a little bit of default mode thinking. It's quite nice. Particularly when you're trying to go to sleep. It's musing about things.
They're reading
but when you actually have do something, when you have a cognitive task to solve.
But hello,
like an arithmetic,
Mr. Candyman, 15.
Offspring.
My ADHD for real right now. I can't. I'm losing it.
Then you have to switch off default mode thinking. You turn it off so that you can enter task-centered or task-positive mode.
Yes!
Are you with me? Now, the problem with ADHD is the brain doesn't. So you're in
God. Okay, I need to do my hair.
daydreamy default mode thinking, and you're suddenly faced with a problem that requires concentrated thought, and you don't turn off the default mode. You may go into task-centered, task-positive thinking, but you don't switch off the other stuff. So you look as though you're daydreaming in class or at work.
For real?
You look as though you're not really with it. You're in a fog. You're in
another world.
I don't know, Planet Hill Land or whatever it is. But actually, the problem there is that you can't turn that default mode thinking off. And that's now, I think, been shown in a variety.
You know how many times I would get bullied for that growing up? Because I would literally be in class just kind of...
test for ADHD. Doing that functional brain scan does not identify ADHD reliably, but it is
like literally, and people would be like,
the heterogeneous, diverse
hello, Earth-to-Karam. Earth-to-Karam, are you staring at your crush? No, bitch.
It's done by the brain. Can I talk
Brain
about something
brain.
slightly different now? I want to go back to talking about classification within diagnosis. You remember I showed you a circle that was bisected.
So the person who recommended this,
a red orange bit. As time has gone on,
my brain is
people
hurting.
have realised increasingly you can just have primarily inattentive presentation ADHD, or indeed predominantly hyperactive impulsive ADHD. And when you do that, stone me if the two varieties of presentation don't actually behave as though they were combined ADHD in their response to medication, in their ability to be associated with impairment. And for practical purposes, they are still ADHD. They're only half of that original circle of combined ADHD, the commonest variety, is present. Now, you see what I mean by weird?
Yeah.
The concept does get a bit hard to think about.
No shit.
Unless you're a journalist.
No, not.
Did I use the word think? Yes, I did.
You shouldn't.
Predominantly inattentive ADHD, which are the items on that first list I think I showed
My
you.
brain, my
Difficulty
brain
in
is turning into
concentration,
water right now.
self-organisation, difficulty resisting distractibility, and so on and so forth, is mainly combined people who used to have combined ADHD but have got older. You could say grown up. So this is much more typical in biologically more mature individuals like
I'm just going to hear this last section and I'll change it.
As opposed to children. Whereas the predominantly hyperactive impulsive is really rather typical. Most
my
of the
brain
cases
is literally
under
hurting.
the age of 10. They've been sport. But then I'm a children's doctor. I would be seeing young children, I suppose. But it's a younger group with a primarily hyperactive, predominantly hyperactive impulsive presentation. And you switch around between the two.
I'll change it after this section. I'll change it after this section of ADHD in girls.
But before I get on to that, ADHD in girls is, I think, a major issue. I mean, I think ADHD is a major issue for reasons I'll come back to. The girls are much more likely to be inattentive in their presentation. They're not racing around on the go the whole time. They're not noisy. They're not difficult and oppositional in class.
That's
so they don't get referred to clinics.
You know how many times I got in trouble at school for being too loud,
But
being too...
But they are
yeah, and I see and this and that.
They are in La La Land. They look inattentive. They don't always respond when they're spoken to.
I mean, that's
and I'm talking about people who are excessive, enduring, pervasive. You know, it's not just...
That was more me, teenage me. That's teenage me.
They are less likely to be identified because of that.
Well, yeah, and that's,
As
again,
I said
teenage
earlier,
me.
they're not the squeaking wheels that need oiling. They don't get referred to clinics. They get missed because people just think, oh, well, she's like that. But actually, she may be really struggling with... keeping her work up to the standard that her intelligence predicts at school, for example. She maybe have difficulties holding down a job in industry or in the office because she seems to be dreaming and not quite with it.
Bitch-made teachers that didn't let me graduate.
People just think, well, you know, and they may make misogynistic remarks for all I know.
I want to just...
They're much more likely to try and conceal that. They don't always, but they're more likely to try and mask it. Those of you who heard Fran Happy's excellent presentation just a week or so ago, she was talking about masking the extent to which people with autism will strive to appear normal. The same thing applies to girls. They strive to fit in. They strive to be
But isn't that
good,
also for boys too?
in quotes.
Or am I wrong?
And that is exhausting. They're also much more likely, girls with ADHD, much more likely to show emotional reactivity to negative.
That is a
They
BS
cry.
lie. That's a BS
They
lie.
get upset. They get miserable. They
I won't
get
show it.
demoralised.
I won't
Their
show it though.
self-esteem suffers.
I won't show it though. My dad told me to never show my emotions, or else you'll seem weak.
Time tends to be inconsistent. One of the
So
consistent
I always
things
hold it
about
until I get
ADHD
home, and then I cry it
is
out.
that it's inconsistent, and because of all this, it gets missed. Or it gets given the wrong diagnosis. It gets labelled as anxiety.
One time I made that mistake to cry in public at school
personality disorder,
because someone pissed me off. I was crying out of being pissed. I don't know what the hell is happening with my hair right now. But I was tearing up out of being pissed. You know when you're just so mad, tears come out of your eyes? And then people were like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, I literally wanted to suck punch someone so bad.
Which I...
actually, you weren't paying attention? I wasn't kind of either. But long story short,
of prevalence, it is.
All he's saying is us girls, we're a lot more quiet. We're a lot more low key with it. We try to, because we want to fit in so much with society. Unlike men, like yes, some men do, but half of the men don't really care about fitting into society standards. They just care about living to the next day kind of thing. And then us girls, we care so much about what other people think that we try to seem normal when we know we're not normal. And then yeah, and then we're a lot more quiet with our ADHD, I guess, and we're not as loud and rambunctious. But that's a bullshit lie, because when I was a kid, I remember this freaking teacher, Miss March, because other teachers knew I had ADHD, but Miss freaking March, she was always like, why are you getting out of your seat? Why are you getting out of your seat? You want attention? Why are you messing with your pencil so much? Why are you messing with your pencil so much? You want attention? Why do you keep getting out of your seat? I need to sharpen my pencil. You just want attention. Bitch, you're the one that wants attention! When you keep wanting to fight with a freaking 6-year-old. Damn! She would even give me like stickers, like mad stickers, like no, you were bad today. Oh, happy face stickers, you were actually good today. You didn't get out of your seat today. Oh, you didn't talk too much today. But then teenage me, I was calming down. I was like, okay, I need to be more quiet about it, because fuck these teachers, man. Fuck these teachers, honestly. Oh, for real, I'm loud as fuck. I'm still loud as fuck. I'm yelling right now when I shouldn't. And I know I'll yell all the time to where my neighbors hear me.
Prescriptions, and this is, I think, survey by Dawn Connolly in Prescribers Journal last year. The blue line is prescriptions.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this video, and I'll
switch
to something else.
Prescriptions for children with ADHD. There are now adult ADHD is increasingly recognised as something to be treated, and that I think illustrates where we are at the moment, and where we are with adults is that the presentation is much more likely to be inattentive compared with the predominantly hyperactive impulsive group. So it may still be combined. You're quite entitled to have combined ADHD as an adult, no problem. The bisected circle. But by and large, the adults with ADHD are predominantly inattentive, and it's a much more subtle presentation. Mm-hmm. Fortunately,
I think that's because we hide it with alcohol and whatnot.
To what adults say about their own experience of ADHD. And they don't say, I'm on the go the whole time, I'm noisy, I don't concentrate very well. They don't say that.
I think I have brain fog and whatnot.
But they say it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's knackering to have ADHD. So many say. Not everybody, because there's no feature that is constantly present in ADHD. They, in my experience, grumble about their own forgetfulness. I go out shopping and I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Yep. Or I come back with stuff that I didn't want because I couldn't resist the distraction of special offers in the supermarket. Well, yeah, don't we all? But mind wandering can be a real problem. Now, mind wandering is something we can all do.
Mind wandering, okay, got it.
Good fun. But intrusive mind wandering,
I say loud when drinking for real.
Thoughts that are flooding into your mind, one after the other.
Are we done with the girl section?
You're interested in free association, which I don't think many people are, It's actually a pain to have your mind cluttered up with one thought after the other, linked tenuously.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Or,
but anywho,
conversely,
this is fucking crazy. I'm gonna be done because I'm
disappearing down a
done. I'm
rabbit
done.
hole.
My head's
And
hurting.
that phrase "rabbit hole" rings in my ears from so many.
I'm done. Okay, anyone else want to recommend something else for me? I'm done, man. That hurt my head. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of hurt. That kind of hurt my head. Not gonna lie. I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh my god, there's so much about me I didn't know. Oh, it's like, I don't know, when someone actually reads me as how I am, I'm just like, what the I thought I wasn't the one in the same, but I am. I'm one in the damn same, bitch. Fuck, we're literally damn. But I feel like it's the chemicals. It has to be the chemicals in our food and all that, and I'm done. I'm done with America. This ADHD is America, man. Because I want to know, does anybody else, I want to do research on this. Is there like, what's the biggest fucking country or state that has the most ADHD in the fucking human population? Because goddamn, I'm almost feeling like, I don't know if I've seen that many Europeans or Russians or whatever saying, oh yeah, I got ADHD. Made me want to go to smoking. That's my excuse for everything. We just built different. I'm about to start drinking too when I get off in 12 minutes. For real. I'm just good. I don't even have shit to drink right now. If I did, I would start drinking now. Damn. Okay. Well. Fuck. Oh, my head. Mind you, literally anyone and everyone in the whole world has ADHD. Anyone and everyone. That is crazy. Okay. That is crazy. Okay. I'm like so mind stoked right now. I'm still mind blown. I don't even know what to watch now. Oh. Right. Okay. I was gonna either watch like body cam footage of stuff or I don't know, cause I'm so fucking shook right now. I'm not gonna lie. Where did all my body cam footage just go? God damn. Oh, this one seemed interesting. Police questioning 20-year-old for following high school students. Which, by the way, why is it that 20-year-olds are so into like high schoolers? Thank you. Appreciate that. I could be fun. I look again. It's the ADHD in us, man. Our ADHD makes us fun.
Why am I in your car?
Because you're stupid.
You're stupid.
I know. I'm just not as disturbed by it as you are.
Do not miss this movie.
Isn't this pretty much like a soft porno?
Now play.
I don't understand it. That's what the trailers give me. The trailers give me soft porno. But yeah. Oh, we got 6 followers. Hey, thanks for. Oh, I love you guys. Anyone follow? Thank you. I love you.
2023. An officer
We went from
the
3
Spring Valley
to 3
Police
more
Department
followers.
asked the man if he would come to the police department so that they could ask him a few questions about an incident that occurred a few days prior.
Keeping you on your toes today?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That already gives me pedo vibes.
So, I will tell you that
I'm trying to keep me on my toes today. Pedo?
Right now, it's a conversation that I'm having with you. Yeah. You're not under arrest,
Lucky.
you're not being detained, you're not being...
Sure. Drink double for me. God damn. I wish I had. Oh, wait. I think I have a Dos Equis. But Dos Equis suck. Literally, I just have like alcohol, backup alcohol that I found at houses because I clean houses.
Why you were
and people be leaving like sometimes like some people have left rum, like rum that hasn't been touched, wine that hasn't been touched, mainly beer that hasn't been touched. So I'm gonna go get my Dos Equis.
I am here to tell you today that
I hate ads.
Valid. Your
I just started this video.
Your hurt is your hurt. I discovered BetterHelp 2 years ago.
I clicked it.
Can you tell me why you were up at the school?
I was just riding around, kind of getting to feel the area. I just was kind of getting to know the ins and outs. We just moved to Woodville like 2 weeks ago, so we're pretty new to the area. I'm kind of just taking the bike on back roads, kind of seeing where everything is. I've gone to Menominee on the bike. I've gone to Baldwin on the bike. and I've come here just to, you know, kind of explore. I was kind of curious, and that's about it. I'm just kind of driving around, having a good time, seeing where everything is.
Okay, so why did you pick the school? You have no affiliation up at the school.
Oh, I just was curious where the school was at in Spring Valley. I was
by the
just
way,
like, hey, I don't see a school in town. I just decided to go up, swing by it, look at it, and then dip.
Sure.
I guess.
Bottle opener.
Curious.
I got from Disney World.
Everything.
Will I ever go back? Probably not with how things are going over there. I'm Mexican.
The area a little bit, and
I'm legal, but I'm
Did you have
still
permission
Mexican.
to be up there?
no, I had no permission to be up at the school. I didn't know that. I turned around. I stood there for like maybe five minutes, and then I left the parking lot.
And what did you do once you left the school?
I didn't come back. I just rode home.
I hate those
what route
eggies,
did
but
you take home?
I have no idea. Up
I mean, it's not bad,
so when you exit the parking lot,
4.2%. That's like baby. That's like a baby
up
right
the
there.
hill. And then I went back home, and I probably got there around
Something rather than nothing, I guess.
11:45.
So I'm confused as you say up the hill, down the hill. So you left the school parking lot?
Yeah, so it was, you go down a hill, and there's a stop sign. I went left instead of right. I can't imagine, or I can't remember which route I take, but I went home afterwards. I think I went into town, and then I went the way that I usually take up by the O'Galley Park, and you swing through the gate, and there's a gate up there. You swing up the hill, and it's like
Bullshit already, I can smell it.
I really don't know my routes.
Okay, so you left the school parking lot, you made a right.
Yes.
Sure.
And then there's a stop sign at
Doesn't know his routes, but he's very much
Which
like,
way did you go
I
then?
took this, and then I took
went
that turn,
into
and I very
town.
much, I know
don't
for a
where
fact
the
I did.
school is
I
from.
bid.
I think it's up this
Thank
way,
you.
I believe.
Appreciate that. I tried my
went
best to
into
look
town,
good, even though
and
look
I
at
don't
this.
know, Can I look on my phone really
Dark
quick, and I can show you
circles.
what road I took?
No, that's
I'm
okay.
like a
I just
raccoon.
don't want you to tell me.
I went into town, and I typically come down.
Which I realized I found out
at
at a certain age, your body just stops producing what your teen body did, and that's why we get like wrinkles, whatever. I don't fucking know.
Up the hill, and then there's a stop sign at the top of the hill.
I'm a girl,
And
but
there's
I'm
an
not that
intersection.
girly
You need to go
that
straight
does
left
like
or right.
skincare and all
took
that,
a
which I
right
wish I
back
did.
to Woodville.
Yeah, you're losing me.
You're losing
So
me
you
too,
said
brother.
you came into town
Yep.
on Highway 29.
Yep.
And then how far up Highway 29 did you go?
Not very far.
So then we're...
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Did you turn off of Highway 29?
Oh God, I'm trying to remember what route I took. I have no clue. I'm trying to remember where I turned off. I don't know what the street name is. I think.
But yeah, he was saying, okay.
I'm like, just
gonna let it,
what route
let
I took.
him speak.
So,
No, I want you to tell me.
So okay,
You know exactly what route you took.
Well, I don't know street names. So
Are you a local or are you not?
On the hill, there's a stop sign. You go right, and that leads you. I guess down a hill. It leads you down a hill.
It sounds like you know.
Okay,
It leads you down
it leads you down to a hill. I didn't know where I was. Then I turned around at the bottom of the hill, went back up the hill, then went in. Like I came in town because I think I entered from over here. I think it leads you down into a hill, and then I ended up turning onto a street over here and going up the hill to O'Galley. Like it says, like entrance to O'Galley or like the rest.
So did you drive through town?
Yeah. Yeah, I went through town and I took a road up here. I don't know.
Because he's such a baby. That's why. Like 20-year-olds still, even when I was a 20-year-old, I still considered myself a baby. I'm still pretty much a teenager until.
When you left the school, did you do
21,
anything?
then it's like, yeah, you need to pick it up, boy. You're like, you can drink, you can do all this stuff. You can gamble.
There was a car in front of me.
Okay.
And then I just turned around after that and. Because I didn't know where
Because he still gives me, I'm still in
And
high
my
school
phone was
vibes,
about to die,
honestly.
So I was just going to turn around and
For real, yeah.
make a loop. And then go back home.
Which is probably why he went for a high schooler.
All right. So I'm going to tell you. I hope you're telling me the truth as to why you're up there.
Oh, I was
Sorry, you're 20 years old.
Yes.
Do you have a job?
I have a job over at.
Damn it!
Most people have no
I
clue
want
that
to
the best
know
way
what.
to make money on
Yeah,
Amazon
are they gonna
is
block where
not
he
with
works?
physical products.
Right now, it's in Hudson. I'm going to be working with money and security.
So, do you have a job right now?
As of right now, no. I'm still. It's all the paperwork is being filled out. Like I have.
So car, I'm guessing, and all that stuff for mommy and daddy's money. Gotcha.
Things, like guard card paperwork that I got.
So, do you understand how strange and odd it is for a 20-year-old to be riding a motorcycle, whatever CC it is?
Yeah.
Riding it around on a school district property.
I do. Yes. I would.
You understand that now?
No, but before I was like, I'm just checking out the area.
Why do you need to check out a school?
Yeah, why? To
prowl? No need to be up at that school.
To prowl?
Okay. All right. I just
to see who's your next
Why?
target.
What are you curious about up at the school?
I don't know. Well, I went to this was Hudson a little bit before. I drove past the school. And I was like, this is like huge. Like, I'm just trying to, like I said,
embarrassing for him.
Why do you need to know that?
For real, get him.
I took a turn, and I was like, oh, like, here's the school. So I turned into the parking lot, stopped there for like 5 minutes to check my bike in because my sprocket on the bike is loose. And then I pulled out, and I took a right at the stop sign and went down the hill and got lost. And then I went back up the hill.
Yep.
So.
Checks out.
The vehicle that you followed out of the school.
Okay.
And you know the vehicle that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was going down the street and I was like, I want to explore more of this. So then I didn't think that I was being creepy at the time. I totally apologize if I was. I was going down the hill and I was like,
granted, if it was him that was in school seeing some 20-year-old man or some man driving around the campus, he probably would be like, oh, what a creep, what a weirdo. If he was a student, he would have thought that. But he doesn't think, oh, me doing it, it's not weird.
You were intentionally following them because the video that they took of you shows exactly that.
I wasn't trying to spook them or anything. I was just going on a nice ride.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't
show your charm. You wanted to be like.
I mean, I was going like this back and forth a little bit, and.
No, you were doing that a lot.
Oh.
And what else did you do when you were following them?
I pulled over.
For what?
I don't know what else I did.
Did you do this to them?
What?
I was jamming out. I had earbuds in my helmet.
That's a no. No. So,
I really.
Do you want to keep traveling down this path of lies and why you're doing what you're doing?
No, I'm not lying. I
really, you're not making eye contact.
Like I said,
you're stuttering.
I took the road.
Your story's changing.
Doesn't matter. We're beyond that. We're beyond that.
Okay.
Now you're following a car with 2 young females in it.
Oh.
Who are scared.
For
It doesn't matter. What you were doing was intentional.
But he's gonna get hit
because you knew that they were watching you, and that's why you were doing what you were doing on the bike.
Glass. I wasn't able to see inside the vehicle.
Doesn't matter. You knew that they were watching you, and you knew what you were doing.
For real.
That's unacceptable. You're 20 years old. I will tell you, these young girls had left campus, and you followed them. They were going to school. They were going to take their advanced placement course. And you're following them, being an idiot.
For real.
Scaring them. So much so that they came back to our school and the principal was ready to lock down the school. But then realized that everything was after the fact because these 2 young girls who are doing what they're supposed to be doing in the right place, the right time, and they got you driving behind them, scaring the living daylights out of them.
I wasn't meaning to scare anybody.
What the hell are you doing?
You're a man. They're girls. What?
Really?
What?
That's what I don't know. I like.
No, like you know, like the whole
Oh
like
my
it's
God,
just like creepy
it's
shit.
insane.
It's just creepy.
I
You scared the living hell out of these girls. It's just not. I mean, grow up.
For real.
These kids are up there going to school. They have a right to feel safe.
Yeah.
Who are you to go up there unauthorized, no permission, to go up there and do what you're doing?
I had no reason to go up there.
But you still did. Still did.
I'll share the video with you.
Oh?
That I have. And you tell me why you were doing what you were doing.
Oh. I love that. I love when they have like this and that. Like, oh, really? Okay, well, you know.
Right? That's you.
Yeah, that is me. Yeah, I wasn't meaning to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Doesn't matter.
There.
Part of being an adult is thinking before you make a stupid mistake.
Yeah.
This is you. You
Yeah,
tell me,
I'm trying to see.
Driving?
No, it's
I'm
not.
here like if I could see over this
They were
fancy.
scared enough that they took a video of you.
Yeah, I wasn't meaning to scare anybody.
It doesn't matter.
I think I'm just gonna throw that thing away. I don't.
Don't. It's not the bike's fault.
Well,
Don't deflect to the bike.
Oh, the guy's being a little kid. He's being a little kid.
No, it won't.
Oh, I'm just gonna. Oh my God! It's like the whole like. It's like when a girl or even a guy. It goes vice versa. If you go, even if you're a guy telling your girl like, oh, why are you liking these guys' pics? It's like, oh, why are you care so much? It's like, oh my God, might as well just like delete the whole Instagram. Ow! Fuck! That's how perplexed I am. I literally just hit my bash my head against the. But it's like stop throwing your little tantrum. Just stop. For real, can't deal with being caught. Like, that's so crazy.
Quite honestly, I could get you for reckless driving based off this video.
Did I hear crying?
You know, you're doing your pew 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 thing.
Did I hear crying from the girls?
Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
No, it won't. Not here.
No, it won't happen.
I mean, quite honestly, I could get you for reckless driving.
Is that crying or laughing?
Video. You know, you're doing your pew 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 thing. How are they supposed to know that you're listening to music and jamming out?
Pew pew
They
pew.
don't.
They don't know.
You know, I mean, that's borderline terroristic threats.
Oh,
when you
that's
walk
what
around
she.
and do this to people.
He was going.
Disorderly conduct, reckless driving.
No wonder they were scared.
Disorderly conduct as a person.
I don't think he was trying to hit.
On school grounds. The unauthorized absence on school grounds is a $326.
Was he trying to be a murderer? Like a.
Yeah. It will not be happening again.
When I had Officer Getty contact you and you tried telling me that you were test driving a motorcycle.
Oh no, this was today. I thought he was talking about today. I thought because I took. I actually have pictures of the bike that I was looking at. It's a Honda CBR. I met them in Baldwin. I was kind of just riding around in Baldwin, and I see a bike out in the dark. And I was like, hey man, nice bike. And I'm trying to make new friends here. Like I don't have anybody to ride with or anything.
Okay.
And the exhaust was a little loud, so I thought that's what he was referring to. But yeah, I test rode it a little bit today, and I'm looking into buying it. So I thought it was like a noise complaint issue or whatever. But yeah, like
with mommy and daddy's money, I'm guessing, because you don't even got a job, honey.
Well,
you don't even got a job.
Allowed back on school district grounds. You will be. You are trespassed. And that is coming directly from the school district.
Okay, no, that's completely fine.
There's no need
are
for
they in the school right now, or are they in the police station? I want to know.
Children.
I get it. That's completely fine. I get it.
You will be receiving a citation
for
unauthorized presence on school grounds.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it would be trespassing.
That's the one that's $326. Okay.
All right.
A lot for his
I have got to give you something.
No, I get it.
Because you need to understand that your actions frightened other people.
And that I wasn't meaning to. So, okay.
But other people don't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I think that.
Well, there is one more thing that I would like to ask you.
Yes.
Before you came, your father called me to try to find out what was going on.
Yeah, he mentioned that to me. He goes, oh, well, I was like, I don't think I did anything, but now that he knows.
Well, I didn't tell him anything.
Well, because you didn't have the chance to do anything.
So
if you did, you would have done something.
Him that, because he doesn't think that you're going to be truthful with him.
Yeah.
And I told him that I would sit here. And.
So is he coming here, or is he?
Hold on.
Chill out. Oh, you're getting scared now that daddy's involved, huh?
And
your money's gonna be revoked.
You made a phone call to him while you explained to him what was going on.
Okay, so that's completely fine. I can
So if you want to just dial him up and get him on the phone and just let him know you're still here.
Yep.
Because he is obviously very concerned about you. But I cannot relay anything because you're an adult.
I think he's more concerned about the situation. Because if he's using mommy's money, they're probably higher up.
So this is what's going on.
Like the people in town probably know them or something.
Went into Spring Valley. It was September 11th, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It was on September 11th. It was around 11 a.m. I had gone up to the school just to venture up there and take a look. But I went into the parking lot, and I was not allowed to be up there, which I probably shouldn't have been up in the parking lot anyways. And I went down and I not followed a car, but I was just riding around, kind of, knowing the area a little bit. And I made the people in the car feel very uncomfortable, and they ended up taking a video of me.
Listen to how he's talking,
because the school almost went on lockdown.
His vocabulary is
so I'm being fined $326 for trespassing on school property.
You realize, Eric, those are minors.
I know.
School, and they have every right to protect every child.
Oh, we lost a follower.
I know that
it's okay. We still got 2 extras.
I had no clue. So that's what this is about.
It's an expensive mistake, and it does not happen again.
No, I know it's not. It's not.
It's gonna happen again. Imagine there's another video where he. Oh, that would be funny.
What you're doing, the choices you're making, are very.
I would be laughing my ass
You
off.
don't have money to be paying tickets.
I know.
You can't afford to pay your bills right now.
Mommy and Daddy's money.
You wait till your mom gets home and she finds this out.
All right, I'll tell her.
How much? 300 what?
$326.
What's the ticket for?
What was it for?
It's unauthorized presence on school grounds. He did not have permission to be up there.
That.
Well, you're going to pay that officer's wage for the day and some more.
All right.
Yeah, well, get home.
All right, will do.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, he's pissed. The dad's pissed.
So is that ticket coming in the mail?
Yeah, I'll send it out.
He kept that short. He
It's
wasn't
supposed
like,
to be
okay, I
done.
love
It was
you, or
supposed to be
get
done
home
about
safe.
2
No,
hours
just like,
ago, but
okay,
I
get
had other
home,
stuff
bye.
going on.
Damn,
that's
dad pissed.
The correct address for you.
Okay.
I'm just glad I found you, because I will tell you that I spoke with the Woodville school resource officer over the weekend, and they reported that they saw you up there as well in Woodville school grounds. So I'm like, do you understand where we're coming from? Like all of these local, listen, all of these local municipal schools see this dude riding around on this little tiny motorcycle with an Elmo hat. They're like, what the hell is he doing? He's a creeper. What is he doing? Your dad is absolutely right. These are minors up there, and you're following these young girls.
I mean, he's technically still a minor too, it
won't happen.
But you gotta think. You gotta think.
Yeah.
If you were in the same situation, what would you have thought? You had some dude following you on a motorcycle after you.
Yeah.
The human trafficking thing.
Yeah.
With young girls. I mean, there is a lot more going on in this world than I think you realize.
Yeah.
And you riding around trying to find the schools, like, it's just very, very odd to me. You say you're trying to learn the area. You know what? Learn the area. Learn the rec area. There's no need for you to be on any of these schools. There's no need for you to be on Spring Valley School District, Woodville School District, Hudson.
Oh, the only time I went into Woodville was when my sister has epilepsy. So I went into the office and I dropped off her medication.
Oh, here comes the blood.
School, and the other one was I was riding around. And
hey, 6 followers. Thank you. Hi, Raz, Pickle.
And I pulled in the parking lot because my chain was overheating and it was like bad, so I had to tighten it. And that was like the only time I had to.
We're back to 6 followers, guys.
But yeah, I will stay away for sure. And just take like highways.
Thank you for the follow.
Back roads. So. Well, I appreciate you calling me in today and discussing it. I'm glad we got everything situated. But like I said, it will not be happening again.
All right, I appreciate that.
I would laugh. I would laugh if I see that.
I'll try to get the citation out in the mail tomorrow.
Okay.
Another video.
I'll have to look. I don't know. It's going to be an ordinance citation. It's not going to be a state citation.
Okay.
So until I get in there and work it, I don't know that it will be a mandatory appearance. But when you receive the citation, read it through thoroughly.
So does that mean, like, would I have to go to court for this, or would I?
Well, I'm not quite sure yet. I won't know until it pops up when I'm writing the ticket out. It is a municipal citation, so you shouldn't have to. But due to the fact that it had something to do with the school, it might.
Oh.
But when you receive the citation, make sure you read it thoroughly.
Okay.
And that you understand it. Because if you ignore it and you
go
don't
to court
deal with it, you will have your driver's license suspended for failing to pay the forfeiture.
But he did lie. He did lie to the officer.
So you can either pay it or you can go to court for it?
Correct.
I'd probably just pay it.
Okay. Well, whatever you do, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's just a matter of do not ignore it because it will haunt you.
No, I had a speeding ticket before, and I was like, I was in the wrong. I'm just gonna pay it. So
He's a kid. He's a kid.
Thinking a little bit more adult-like.
Yeah.
For bringing what? Vapes to school? No way.
So this is your current.
4 girls arrested for stealing from ShopRite.
Okay. All right.
Co-workers
Yeah, so just look for that in the mail. Don't ignore it because you don't want it to haunt you. And I did see that you have a instruction permit right now for motorcycle.
I do, yes.
So you need to be very aware of your time frames. You can't.
There's no riding at night, no passengers.
Correct.
Yeah, and then I have my motorcycle test on September 9th in Hudson, so I'm gonna go and take that, and then I think I am allowed to have passengers, and
we're gonna watch both because I like watching her.
Wow.
And then after this video, I think I'm gonna end the stream, guys. But for everyone that's been here so far, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the extra 3 subscribers.
A good fit for the client should feel comfortably uncomfortable. A therapist who takes their insurance.
I hate ads, though. I hate ads with burning passion.
To feel good in here, to do the work of therapy.
Find the right someone.
Especially the ones that aren't skippable.
Not just anyone. Alma.
That was like 4 seconds, not even 2
Woman
seconds.
nearly runs over victim with U-Haul truck, bites her, and steals phone. No, not the biters.
So all we were doing was taking pictures.
Can't you get arrested?
Okay, I cannot do anything.
She's biting me. She was trying to record it as well.
She's gonna take off with my phone in her hand.
She started to call.
I saw this on TikTok.
Just bang it up on people's cars. What?
I didn't see the aftermath or anything though, so I only saw
Where
one
is
clip.
it?
She has it in the van. I can't get my van. Like,
okay, I cannot do anything.
She's biting me and she took my phone. It's in the van and I can't get it.
Are you seriously biting her?
You called the cops. The cops are already called. Give me my phone. You're damaging my car, you stupid. You are going to be kidding me. It's on video. You stupid. Over and over again against my mirror and into my.
Dude.
What?
Wait, is that where we're starting, or is this where we escalated to?
That's
the
where it
biting?
starts.
Over and over again against my mirror and into my car. And
Oh my
slammed
God.
my door and tried to run me over in the process of trying to take off while the door was open. I what? My car.
Okay.
I never saw this part.
On August 24th, 2023, officers in New Mexico responded to a call reporting a fight
Oh,
between
okay,
two
see,
women
this
in
is
the
the part
parking
that I
lot at a
never
local
saw.
library. The fight began
I'm
over the
drinking
driver
Dos
of the U-Haul
Equis.
denting the caller's car, escalating when the driver took the calling party's phone and attempted to leave
I
the parking
usually
lot.
drink soju, but I don't have any soju right now, and this is back up.
I just was simply trying to explain so that because she's working.
Was she the one involved?
It was both of us.
Okay.
So the lady came up and she had parked her van super crooked, which we got pictures of and everything.
Okay.
And she had. And that's all I was trying to take photos and videos.
Okay, just breathe for me, okay?
She swung her door open.
But Four Loko, that's crazy. I've never had Four Loko ever.
She swung her door open.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
So all we
What is the percentage of Four Loko again? Because I know sojus are like
She came out and she
13,
started to call her
14
white
point
trash and
something
get super
percent.
mad. Well,
How
I
much
was
are Four
recording-
Locos? What's the alcohol percentage on that? I need to know.
And
I don't remember.
Also clearly pretty crazy. 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock? You out here just banging up?
Oh
on
shit,
people's
it's a little bit
cars?
higher than my
You're not even
freaking
biting
soju.
Find the lowest priced health plans at healthforcalifornia.com. Get a quote?
But
And then she was
I have
trying to
had
record it as well, and in that
sangrias,
process, while she
wine
was holding her
sangrias,
son,
They're 14 point some.
You took off with my
So those have
with the phone, and
effed
in the
me up.
process of her trying to get it back,
You should drink those.
She bit my hand,
Those they're like sweet but not too sweet. But if you're not a wine person, then I mean.
over and over again against my
But I wasn't a wine person either. But I know that wine tends to hit harder. I've heard wine hits way harder and you get smarter. So I was like, and wine does hit harder. Oh my god, especially when it's bland. When it doesn't have any sweetener, or like Merlot. Merlot. If you drink Merlot, it's so bland, it's so bitter, it's so but it hits like so fucking. I remember I went to New York with my mom and her boyfriend and my boyfriend at the time that I had, whatever. And they left like a whole bottle of like Merlot behind in the hotel. We were about to leave out to explore New York. And then him and I were like, barely 20. And we're like, oh, because we were going to celebrate my 20th or 21st. I forgot. No, 20th. I was barely turned 20 and we were, whatever. And then we saw that bottle there and we're like, should we try some? And then we're like, yeah. And then we like, I took like a sip, right? A good gulp, actually. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, hell no, that shit's gross. I thought it would be like a little sweet or something, but no. And then like he had it and he's like, oh yeah, I know that. I expected that. Like, not all wine's sweet. And I was like, I didn't know that. And he's like, how did you not know that? And I was like, I don't know that. I'm barely 20. I never even have underage drink. Drinked, whatever. Drank. Is it drinked or dranked? Whatever. Yeah, either way, it's horrible, but it hit, and I can tell you, I definitely left going out, because I think I even took another sip, just because I was like, maybe it was just the first time, maybe because I had just brushed my teeth, too, so I was like, maybe it's because I literally just brushed my teeth, right, took another gulp, no, it was so horrible, and I literally left adventuring New York on a good mood. Because I remember my boyfriend and I at the time, my former boyfriend at the time, we were fighting all of New York. That New York trip, that whole week of New York, we were fighting except for that one day that I took those 2 gulps of the Merlot. And I was just like, New York, I was just like, hell yeah, we're vibing, bitch. And I was crying through the 9/11 memorial thing. I was in my feels. But yeah, no, wine. But yeah, alcohol changes us for sure. I just read that. You be drinking 4 Locals at work? Bruh, I can't. Back then I would be like, how the hell do people are able to like drink while working? Because I was like, how the hell, how are people able to be high while working? And now I understand it. It's the people, man. The people make you want to fucking drink, make you want to fucking smoke. I understand it now. It's like, now that I'm an adult and I'm not a teen who actually has because when you're a teen, alcohol and weed, all that stuff hits you 10 times harder. And I was a paranoid little brat. That was adult me could do better. Fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is their cell phone footage of it after
I was yelling too much, my voice cracked.
Okay, alright, we're going back.
No, it's alright. We already have pictures.
I do have for construction.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
See,
that makes sense. A lot of people in construction. Well, my boyfriend doesn't do it. He works in construction. He doesn't even do alcohol like that. He used to when he was single. And I know that because I've taken peeks of his old Snapchat or Instagram stories, whatever. Yeah, I'm that kind of girlfriend. Whatever. But I don't know. He went through, let's just say he got too drunk one day, went to the hospital where it was, his friends took him to the hospital instead of taking him home when it wasn't that bad. But yeah, the hospital charges you, of course, and his bills were, and he was in debt. And so he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna chill with the alcohol, man. He doesn't even hang out with his friends after that, because, like, he's like, hell no. Like, I thought we were vibing. I thought we were chilling. I thought we were having a good time. I thought we knew, like, we would take each other home. Why the fuck would you take me to the hospital? That shit is expensive as fuck. He's barely getting out of that hospital debt. He got in that accident at 21 or so, and he's, like, what, 27 now? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Single construction workers drink, but, like, yeah.
It's fine because you clearly didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, wait, guys. What is this? This is not a regular sunvisor.
Wait a minute, I didn't even think.
You want to color white trash again?
That's funny. That's funny.
Okay, so if you have no problem, pull out of the
What is that for, actually?
Don't tell me what you did.
Hey.
Because you damaged my car.
It's better to be single than to be in a relationship. You know how many times I heard that when I was single, and I was like, you just say that because you're in a happy relationship. And then they're like, no, bitch. It ain't all fucking rainbows and butterflies, ho. Like, you have to communicate. You have to fucking, like, you men, you have to spend all your fucking wallet on a bitch. Even the fucking females have to spend some wallet on the man. Because, I mean, if you want to be a good girlfriend, which I was, I never, like when I started dating someone, I never liked them spending everything on me. Because I'm like, dude, we're barely starting in a relationship. What are the chances that, I mean, I'm not trying to say, like, I don't want this to, like, stick. But, like, life happens and, like, I don't know. I don't trust life. My life sucks. I don't have luck. What are the chances that we might be together for a good minute, and then it's gonna make me look like I'm a gold digger because you just, you know? So yeah. After, if we're together after like maybe a good couple like months, then yeah, you can start paying for everything for me, but like, or at least a good amount. But like, I'm no gold digger. I'm no gold digger. I'm just not. I hate that. My mom was, and I hate that. I hate hearing that shit. Hearing what shit? Life be hitting hard sometimes. Life doesn't hit that. I mean, it does. But for me, it's hard because, trust me, being single is better. It really is. I hate the fighting. I hate the fighting. I just hate the fighting, and I hate the emotions. I hate it. I just hate it. I'm just... Like, it's cool. It's all... I love being in a relationship, okay? No one act like I hate my relationship or anything. I don't. It's just... There's a lot of work to it. Relationships are hard. It really is. It's just like having a friendship. It's like having a relationship with your friends, your family. Having any relationship in general with anyone is just hard. Like, think about it. How many friends do you really have that you actually keep communication with, that you actually hang out with, like, on a daily, like, communicate on a daily, that you hang out with on a daily, that you can go to and vent about your bad day or whatever on a daily? Yeah. I know I don't have that much friends that I can go out to and vent on a daily and all that stuff. And I know that's probably why when I was single too, I would hate being single because I had no one else to talk to. But at the same time, it's like some people are fake. Some people will probably understand. Some people won't. So I don't know. It's just fucking hard. It's a hard fucking life. It's just like a relationship with anyone is just fucking hard because people are fucking fake. So even family's so fake. I don't even trust family. I don't even speak to my mother. That's how fake family is. Yeah. So relationships are not, they're not it. Guys, 2024, please, relationships just aren't the vibe. Stay single. Oh my God, I miss being single, going to EDC by myself. I miss going to concerts by myself. I miss going to Disneyland by myself. I miss it. I'm not gonna lie. I hated going out by myself because I was in a relationship for so long. But then I tried to force myself to go out there by myself. And I fucking loved it. Guys, just force yourself. Trust me. I know it's hard. I know it sucks. But just force yourself. Even if you have to sometimes. Just at least one day or so. And trust me, after that one day... Look, I even want to cry because I remember that first day that I did that. It was fucking amazing. I was like, I don't fucking need anyone. Because even before that... Oh, fuck! My bum! No! I just dropped it. But I remember before that, I would always also, like, after my first breakup, whatever, I would have friends. I would only go out with friends. I would never go out by myself. I would always go out with friends. I would always go out with someone. I could never go out by myself. So trust me, do it. Force yourself to go out by yourself. God damn it. And you'll love it. You need to learn to love yourself before you love someone else. Because trust me, that's what I did before. I didn't love myself. I ended up in a relationship. Yada, yada, yada. I didn't like him. I didn't end up loving him. We broke up, whatever. So yeah, trust me. Stay single. Stay single! Just stay single. And this, try with relationship with friends and family. Because goddamn, trust me, relationships in general are just fucking hard. They're just fucking hard. Hard. Being single is fun and all, but it gets annoying sometimes. I always go out with friends. See, I want to say about construction workers that actually get to go out with their friends so much. Like me, I would always work at restaurants. I would always work at, like, barista places or whatever. And then, like, I never had a day off. And I rarely had a day off. Coming out of high school, I had 4 jobs. Because I wanted to leave my fucking toxic household. So, didn't help. But later on, eventually I did at 19. But whatever. And then, like, I never got to hang out with friends. What is it about construction? Single men that have more time to hang out with friends than a damn single individual that just does a 9-to-5 job in a retail or a freaking, like, restaurant basis. Like, what the... Especially restaurant. Holy fuck. So, yeah. You're lucky. You're lucky.
There's pictures now because she also just watched.
Wait, that's just crazy because you guys saw that 2 seconds ago. You saw the damage that was on the car. It was serious. It was serious damage.
Cheating.
Sitting there and saying that didn't happen. It's
nah,
just crazy.
I would have I don't give a fuck. I would have uppercut that bitch.
She just watched.
Visor gone.
Oh wait, that was after?
Hair, ponytail gone.
We'll see, I'll let it play.
Anything gone.
But it touches. It doesn't get it. Yes, it does. You're getting it. No, I'm calling you out. It's okay. You're getting it.
Well, if you're not
phone
concerned, then why are you standing here having a fight about it if you're not worried?
It's alright. The library has recording. I've got photos of how she thinks it's okay to double park. She's
Perfectly fine. What if she had to take her son out on that side of the car? How do you expect her to get her child out if you're parked that close?
She finds the closet neutral. So she knows that she's...
Wait, why are you blocking the faces? The original doesn't even block their face.
It's okay. So she will be I will be contacting you, and she'll be live.
Go twice a month.
Dude, sorry, this lady's going through a rough time. I would not have my child out here while this lady's being wild. I would not have
probably not much if I have to think about it. If I have to think about how much I go out, I probably don't go out much, honestly.
I'm like, hello? I
rarely at all.
I know how it's going to escalate, but...
I will be contacting you, and she'll be liable for damages. It's fine.
And again, if her son was on that side of the car, how do you expect people to take
It's always the same thing, too, I feel like, with construction work. It's always, like, cookout. It's always gaming, like, Black Ops, and always, like... I'm not saying, like, y'all are, like readable or whatever, but it's funny. It's fun. It's just cool. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's so alike. It's funny. Because there's girls that are even quite alike, too. There's guys that are... It's just crazy to me, you know? I don't know. It's just crazy to me. How similar a whole amount of species can be. I don't know. And that's just what I think.
Kids out of the car when you're parking like that.
I have 3 children. What if I had to get my daughters out on that side? I can't because you're just parking like a dumbass.
She doesn't care. She's too busy.
Oh, and then my boyfriend goes to his friends' houses to, like, watch anime, too. And I'm like...
I got all day. It's fine. I got nowhere to be right now.
Okay. My friend said that I look like a dad or an uncle when I was drinking and cooking.
Yeah, that's on my shade.
Then, that's funny.
Call me white.
Wait, how old are you then? I'm curious. How old are you?
So funny how other races can pull the race card, but the second we do it.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Nice.
I'm not on anybody's side. I will now proceed to simply watch the video.
For real? After that commentary?
Dude, you know what's so funny? for a moment, I was just thinking, this is kind of an aggressive confrontation.
For real, goddamn.
You might want to check this out.
21 and you... Nah, tell them they're insecure. They were insecure. You were probably like, they were probably like, oh, we wish we looked like him. And they're like, no, you know what? He looks like a dad or uncle. Insecure. Either that or you just wanted to make fun of you, you know, friends. But I'm just saying, I don't know.
All I have to do is tell you how she's not parking properly.
I'm just messing around, really.
Oh yeah, we're harassing you for defending the fact that you hit a car.
Oh, for real. It's always, they're harassing me. They're
Threatening.
They're hurting
How is that threatening? No, we're making a statement that you hit the car.
It's alright, it's gonna be like 4 hours.
That's okay, I'm sitting here recording the whole thing. Was from the beginning. Pretty sure about right. We want to talk about harassment.
I'm gonna let the officer know too. She is more than welcome to leave. She can leave this.
And she did. She did leave, didn't she?
Video that we asked her to leave.
Okay, does this escalate?
Fuck
Was
around
there,
with
did
each
she
other.
get back in the car and
Common.
do more damage?
Common.
Because I do think
Question, do you and your boys, are you guys kind of, because I feel like most construction workers aren't, so I want to ask this.
Manipulate the situation.
Are you guys in that kind of relationship where you guys are almost gay with each other or not? Or you guys are like, nah, I'm not for that homo shit.
But we're harassing.
I just want to know. Answer me that.
The situation
Answer me that.
Don't do that either.
Oh, okay. Wait, you are kind of homo, or you're like, no, I'm not with that homo shit? I'm gonna just go with that you are kind of like a little gay, like not like gay, but you know what I mean, like a little like bro love is what I'm trying to say, like bro love. There we go.
I don't have commentary right now.
Bro
All
love.
I can do is laugh.
She has a kid in her hands. You don't do like that.
And she shoved me.
But that's cool.
That's okay. I got a video.
Yeah, see that. Because I don't get it. I don't get the men who aren't.
My sister with her kid.
What's your ethnicity? Are you Hispanic? Are you white? Are you, I don't know, black? Are you what? What are you? What are you? I'm curious. Now I'm even more curious. Because if you're Mexican, you're Hispanic.
God, not me thinking.
That's crazy. Okay.
About to be warranted.
Because my dad doesn't do that kind of like, oh, I'm not for that gay shit. My boyfriend and his friends are also like, I'm not for that gay shit. Almost everyone in my town actually that does construction, they're like, I'm not for that gay shit. And if you're not doing construction and you're doing like retail or restaurant or whatever, if you're a guy that works in all that other stuff or like anything outside of construction, it's like, oh, papi, let me see your dick. And it's like, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. And it's like, you fucking fat, you know? Because I have 2 guy friends too that are like that. I've had them since high school, and it would be like that. And I remember like a friend of mine would be like, oh yeah, all the girls want my dick, and I'd be like, yeah, that little strip dick. And then my other friend would be like, he doesn't have a shrimp dick. Show him, Poppy. Show her, Poppy. Show her that you have a big dick. I was like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Oh man. But yeah. Oh, Honduras. Oh, sick. That's cool.
Yes, please.
I'm straight from Mexico City, man.
Where is it?
She has it in the van. I can't get my van. Like,
okay, I can't do anything.
She's biting me and she took my phone. It's in the van and I can't get it.
Are you seriously biting her? Did you seriously bite her?
She bit my hand right here. She bit my hand.
You called
me my phone.
The cops are already called.
Give me my phone.
Well, also, why do you put hands on
It appears
her?
to me as though she put her hand in the enclosure. They tell you not to do that.
For real.
The cops are already called.
Give me my phone.
It's for anyone, for a human, for an animal, for anything.
Can you get in there?
You would put anything in the mouth of anything or anyone.
My phone is in your van.
Which also, why the fuck don't people bite if you're like,
You did.
out of all my friends, I'm the only one that does construction.
So do you see this? She has my phone in her van. All I want is my phone.
This
You like
dude
it?
over
Is it
here
hard?
is like,
How long have you
what
been doing
did
it,
I
actually?
Walk up to. Sir,
Damn, I
you're
just
gonna have
realized
to
you're
see the full
21.
footage,
I'm
'cause
like,
we were wrong too for a minute.
4 years older than you? That's crazy. That's crazy. How the fuck am I older than you? That's crazy.
It's okay, Betty. You're okay.
I mean, I know how that. I mean, I was born before you, but like,
It's in the middle. She bit me.
Here, this is.
that's crazy.
Okay,
I feel
finish
old.
recording.
You Give me my phone! It's on the floor.
Well, you're fine. Finish recording her so we have proof from the cops.
Give me my phone. This took my phone. She bit me. My phone is on the floor of her U-Haul. And
she's smiling about it too. That's what's
crazy.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's got like.
I'm not gonna touch you. Give me my phone. It's on the floor right there by your hand. Give me my phone. Give me my.
Okay, something else that's crazy.
Granted, I can't blame her for leaving.
It's like the
aggression of the other people.
Where she comes off as quite calm, like almost weirdly calm, right? But the moment that she stole the phone was so abrupt and just ran off. Like she's trying here, but she's giving these flashes that are really intense. The stealing the phone and running off, that was crazy. The pulling up and calling her white trash, that was crazy. The biting.
I've been doing it for a year now.
God,
I got
dude,
a late birthday.
Everyone's that soul here.
I do too. My birthday's November 25th.
Warranted. The correct answer is you never put
That's cool. I was born in 1998, November 25th. That's so cool. So you're Sag. You're Sag too. You're Sag too. That's so cool. That's crazy. That's cool. A year? That's crazy.
It's on anybody, okay?
Do you want to see how much money you're eligible for? If you were in a car crash within the last...
I think I'm done with this video because I actually already seen this video, but that's crazy. November 11th. Also, you're Scorpio. Gotcha. Mine's 25th. That's crazy, 11th. I feel like I know someone on 11th. I feel like everyone's born in November because our parents had a fun Valentine's Day. I'll tell you that. God damn. I just won't go there. You know what? I don't want to put that in your mind. If you didn't put that together before, then I'm sorry. But, yeah. Oh, it's crazy, though. I could never. For real. Then when we have parents, when we become parents, then our kids are gonna say that about us. But I don't even know if I'll ever become parent. Kids are too much. Kids are way too much. Wait, so then you're turning 22 this year, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. I'm like thinking right now. That's crazy. You'll be turning 22, I'll be turning 26. That's crazy. Wow. We're growing up so much. How do you feel about your 20s? How do you feel about that so far? Are you scared for it? Are you excited for it? Are you, I don't know. How do you feel? I know when I hit my 21st, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's where I was like, yeah, this is adulthood. This is going to be like... You aren't? I was scared because life's scary. Life's a roller coaster, man. Like, there's always ups, there's always downs. Adulthood, there's bills, there's... Well, granted, how can you be scared? Construction, you make an actually good amount of money. I don't do anything that made... I didn't start off doing anything that made me a decent amount of money where I was like, oh, I'm not... Well, I mean, I had around, like, 18 grand saved up around when I was, like, 21 or, yeah, like, 21, 22. But then it all went downhill because life happens. That's what I'm saying. Like, life is scary. You're scared for 30? I'm excited for 30. Because I was 13 going on 30. That was my freaking movie growing up. I was like, 30, flirty, and thriving. 30, flirty, and thriving. That's what I want to be. So, yeah, I've always been excited for 30. So, I'm excited for that because 30s are the new 20s. 30s are the new 20s. 20s are still, you're still pretty much in your teens, really. If you really think about it. I mean, you are kind of starting off adulthood, but let's be honest. Todos en pendejan. Like, everyone's just all dumb still in their 20s and doing alcohol, going to parties, going to EDC, raves, all that stuff. Like, and I don't mind, I understand it. Clubs, all that stuff. Like, that's to do in your 20s. I understand it. That's why I'm saying 30s are the new 20s, because around their 30s is when you apparently start going to bars with friends and just kind of try to find your lover, really. Like, around 30s is where you should start worrying about, like, okay, I need to find my significant other. Because back pain and... Bis! You're 21. You're doing construction. My boyfriend has been doing construction since he was, like, stupid young. Like, stupid young, because, you know, Hispanic parents want you to do what they've been doing all their life. So his dad has been doing construction all his life. So he's like, now my kids are going to do this too. So whatever. And then he's 27, and I get it. You're barely a year in, but I'm just saying this because also I've never done construction in my damn life. I could tell you that. I've only done restaurant and all that stuff, barista and house cleaning, whatever. I have back problems like a motherfucker right now, and right now I can tell you this whole time my back's been killing me. I've been wanting to massage it so bad right now, but I don't want to be that weird to be massaging my back while live on stream. So yeah, I have horrible back problems. Knee problems. Like, I don't know if you can tell, this knee's still pretty swollen because I just had, like, look at this one compared to this. This is still swollen. I dislocated it, like, for the 6th time because I've dislocated both knees. I've gone through surgery for my tumor that I had in my stomach. The list goes on, honey. And I'm only 25. Granted, I didn't take care of myself. I will say that. So please take care of yourself. Hopefully you work out. You don't skip meals. You eat a lot. You just are healthy, because I'm not. But that's on me. That's on me, because literally I know I'm not. I always look how I'm slouching, and then when I sleep, I always have weird postures when I'm sleeping. So I know I created it. For all I know, I probably have scoliosis now. I got back pain already, but it's gonna get worse getting older. Yeah. I didn't really start getting back pain until 24, until the age of 24. And then 25 has just been brutal. It's been so brutal, man. It's so brutal. But I've been having bone problems since the age of 16, though. Like, this whole knee thing and situation, like, oh, look. I think you can even tell if I go like this. Look. Can you tell which one's still dislocated and which one's not? And this one, like I said, this one's swollen. But out of these two, the total amount that I've dislocated my knees are 6-7 times. One knee, I've done it like 3-4 times, while the other one, it's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, I don't know. But yeah. But I've had bone problems since 16, because also don't overdo it with blankets, heating blankets, all that. Don't just let the cold do its thing, I guess. I don't know. All I gotta say is I always would go to sleep with 7 plus 8 Mexican blankets plus the heat warmer blanket on max. Heater in the room on max. So yeah, I was baking myself. So my bones are weak. That's all I'm gonna say is take care of yourself, man. Like, don't be me. Don't be me. Oh, don't dislocate your knees so much like me. My right knee is bad and my left ankle is also... I feel like we're all just aging faster, man. That's so crazy. We're all 90-year-olds stuck in like 20-year-old bodies, really. But whatever. For real. Cause goddamn. I don't know what. Well, I've heard it's also because we're always on our phones. Because when we're on our phones, whatever, we're looking down, and then we'll create that bad posture. And I believe that. There's called. See these? I don't know if you ever noticed. You guys have, if you notice that we have like lines on our necks. They're called what is it? Phone wrinkles, or what is it? Neck wrinkle, whatever. And it's because you're literally always on your phone like this. We're our generation. We're always on our phone like this, like how I am right now. Really look into it. Really look at yourself and see how many lines you have. Because as humans, we're not supposed to have that. Not really. If you're not always constantly looking down, if you look at older, like our parents, they probably don't have it as much as we do because, you know, they didn't grow up with it. So it really, really, next time, look at that. A shatter problem? Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You don't mean like your bones shatter or something, right? Or a shader, or what? I need my glasses. I need my boyfriend for breaking shoulder problem. Problem, right? So it says, okay, I thought it said probing for some real, okay. Damn, that's crazy. I would hate that. I would hate that. I hate pain in general. But damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Have you gone to get massages or anything? Like, have you gone to, like, I don't know, get professional masseuse or anything? I don't know how much that'll help because I've even gone to get a massage with all this back problem and everything, and honestly, it only did a temporary fix. Temporary. By that, I mean like 8 to 7 hours, maybe. Yeah, I didn't even bother wasting your money, honestly, probably. Unless you go to chiropractor, because, yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, exactly, because if your back's stiff, they need to fucking, but I also don't trust that because I heard that if they do it wrong, you could die. You could, like, it, like, you know, so so I don't know. Granted, anything and everything in this world could kill you, so I don't know. It's a you thing, I guess, at that point. Because literally, even water could kill you. Did you know that? If you drink a lot of water, if you drink too much water, yeah, you could die from that. Hey there, hope you're having a nice day there. Midnight here, but hey, it's Friday. Denise, hey Dev, you're here too. Hey guys, nice to meet you guys all. Thank you for subscribing or following. Thank you. I love you guys. I laid on the floor at home and it fixed itself at home. Really? Actually, that used to be me before, but I feel like just because I remember back then as a young kid, as a teen, like preteen to teen, I would always come home from school, pass out on the ground. Parents would be like, "Why are you on the ground?" It's just more comfortable. I don't know what to tell you, man. I would just, but then after hearing that there's chances that spiders can probably go into your mouth, and us as human beings are no problem. Thank you. Us as human beings, if a bug goes into our mouth, our muscle reflexes will go off and we'll start chewing on whatever goes into our mouth. So the chances of us human beings eating spiders while we're asleep at night, yeah, they're pretty high. They're pretty freaking high. So thinking that, and the fact that later on we actually did kind of have a little bit of a rat problem. It scares me to this day. I'm like, what if? In my country, there's no spiders. What? Well, I would say lucky, but I don't know. I've also heard spiders help with when you have roaches and from keeping ants away, or I don't know about the ants, but I know roaches, flies, and whatnot away from your house. That's what I heard. Do I still kill the spiders? Yeah, I very much do, because why did I come in my house for free with your 8-legged freak? Sorry, you're a beautiful creature. Sorry, let's not be negative. They're just creatures. They're just living creatures. It's like how the fact we treat squirrels better than rats when they're literally the same thing. It's just the squirrels are more hairy, so they have pretty privileges. Like, why do we do that? They don't live either. The roaches too cold. That makes sense. Oh hell no! I'd rather live somewhere warm. I mean, I hate the bug situation, but like, I hate cold. I hate the cold. I hate the cold. I hate snow. I hate the cold. Oh, they all die when winter. Yeah. I mean, I have winter here. I have snow here, but I have winter, summer, fall, all the seasons. So we just got out of winter recently. So We're starting to get spiders and all that now. I hate it. I heard it. But you guys still have rats, right? There's no way you guys don't. I'm pretty sure, unless, I don't know all about rats. Can they not live in cold weather like that? There's no way. They're furry. I love the cold because my body makes too much, but that's every fucking man's problem. I swear to fucking God. I swear. Every guy has, like, too much body heat. Like, especially, I realized that after so many relationships. Don't take this the wrong way, man, but y'all men are stinky around the summertime. Y'all, because y'all produce so much body heat that you guys sweat so much that there's so much BO. y'all really start sweating a lot. Iceland. Nice. Oh, okay. For you don't sweat. You probably don't sweat. Yeah, because there's shiver sweats. I know that you can also sweat from shivering a lot. Like, let's say you're sleeping, right? And it's too cold. And since you're shivering so much, you create sweat. So, I don't know. That's what I've heard. I'm short and heavy. I know a lot of guys that are short and just short. Like, short and skinny and scrawny. And they still produce a lot of body heat. I've dated a lot of men. Big, scrawny, tall, short. Not too short, but short enough to where they're like my size. And I'm 5'1". So, that should tell you something. I don't go shorter than 5'1" because fuck. I'm 5'2", 210. Makes sense. We barely sweat unless we consume alcohol a lot. That makes sense right there. That's how the cops here can tell you're drunk on the wheel. They actually do sweat tests instead of... Oh! Wow, you learn something new every day. That's smart. But what if you're just someone who... Because I know there's some people, like, out in the world, like... I know men produce a lot of body heat, right? But I know there's some men that will produce even more than the regular amount of men because there's this condition. I know there's a condition for it. I don't remember the name. But I know there's a condition for it because I used to follow this YouTuber that had that condition. He had a baby. The baby has the same condition as a baby. Sweats like no, you have no idea because he has the same condition as the dad. They do a... monster test and have a device that can see how much percentage. Oh, smart. Okay, at least they don't just go off of the sweating. That's smart. Oh my God, we're so advanced in fucking technology and everything. Oh, AI, freaking, you can't get away with anything nowadays, can you? Fuck. Well, I don't know. Granted, we're not Korea. If we ever end up being like Korea, where we end up having cameras in every freaking corner of every freaking city and town, we're doomed. Temperature where? Are y'all talking to me or are you talking to Devin? Because here, that is a good question. That is actually a freaking good question. I'd like to say a good... Where's my phone? That would be able to tell me. That is something else. I was about to say 13 degrees. Yeah, that would have... 61. We're at 61. I'm at 61 right now. 61 Fahrenheit. Not Celsius, but Fahrenheit. Because I only know how to read Fahrenheit, not Celsius. I wish I did as a child, and I just numerization, man. I swear, it goes away. That's why I hate math. Although I found out there's a symptom to that too, but I'm just not gonna go into that because then I'll end up turning myself into those people that we read any symptom on Wiki and they're like, oh my God, I have that. Here it's 9 Celsius, 49, which is pretty nice. 49 is not bad, actually. When it starts to get cold, when I start to sweat, you can see heat. I've seen that. I've seen a lot of people. I remember, the time I saw that was Pokemon Go's time. Y'all remember that when Pokemon Go first came out and everyone was out in the streets being like, Oh my god, a Bulbasaur. You know, like, I remember, since I live in a small town of like 1,200 probably people. I remember, like, there's this section that's called the Village. You know, that's where all the shops, all the gift shops, all the ice cream places, whatever. I remember going at like 12 in the morning and seeing so many people out, and I would see either bigger people or even smaller people, or whichever ones. But you could tell which people produce the most body heat because you could just see heat coming out of their body because it was just so cold at night. And I was just like, dang, y'all hear Pokemon honey at this rate without a sweater sometimes? I was like, damn. And around that time was fall season. It was almost winter season. And yeah, it gets cold here. It gets we live up in the mountain. I live up in the mountains, so yeah. But midwinters, it will reach to 20s to negative on average, which is oh hell. I'm just that hoe when it's cold. I'm not. I'm always shivering because of how cold I am. I can't handle the heat. Even if right now at 60 Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm still shivering. I still have that heater on. I barely just turned that heater off before y'all even jumped in here, man. Like, I'm just that cold all the time. You guys are always hot. I'm always cold. I think I also have, like, low iron, honestly. But, yeah. And, oh, my God, how long have you lived in Iceland, then? You should be... Have you been there since birth, I'm guessing? Because if so, then, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Because, no. I was born in Mexico City, so that city's hot. Then I came over to America, and now I live in, like, not too bad of a town. It's just, I hate when winter comes. Fun fact, here in Iceland, we have better isolated houses, and main source of house warnings is your own warmth being trapped. Whoa! No way, that's crazy. Because that's how ventilated your guys' houses are? That's crazy. That's cool. That's crazy. Damn, I'm learning so much from you. All I get is lack of sleep no matter what. Which I don't know why. Recently, I've been getting like the sweats, the cold sweats at night. I don't know why. Like, I'll literally be like not even cold. I won't feel cold. But my body, what is happening to me? My lisp is really coming out right now. I hate it. Oh, it's because I'm drinking alcohol. Duh. My lisp always comes out when I drink alcohol. I don't know why. I won't be cold, but I'll put a blanket over me because, you know, I'll end up being cold probably. But I'll just have the sweats. I'll have the shiver sweats, and I don't know why. I don't get it. Is it the alcohol? Maybe it's the amount of alcohol I drink. How much I smoke too. We hardly have any insects here since they will die in I was like, who we? Oh, no, that makes sense. Fuck, that's crazy. So you live in Iceland too? That's crazy. No wonder you knew who Davin was. Oh, wow, that's crazy. You guys go, because I could never. Have y'all ever gone to, like, anywhere warm ever? Like, travel to somewhere where it's, like, warm and, I don't know, like a Hawaii, I don't know, California, I don't know, somewhere, I don't know. And if so, well, how was the experience if you have ever gone out of Iceland? I don't know, I don't know. I drank 3 bottles the last 45 minutes. Four Locos? Are you? Even the birds, like, bro. I hear a bird outside, but like, 3 bottles of Four Locos? Is that what you mean? Cause goddamn. I could never. Not even with soul juice. Well, I could do 2. Granted, that's a little bit less than Four Locos. We've been to Spain a lot, and our body isn't built for warm climate. Sadly, we get Does sunscreen help? Because I know sunscreen doesn't even help for me. It does not help me. 2 Four Loko, my card limit. Damn, who hurt your heart? Who broke you? Who broke you, man. Damn. I mean, I have addictive tendencies, but damn, I know how to stop. I know how to tame it because I know my limit. I hate being hangover. I hate being hungover. I don't know how people. I have to have so much Pedialyte and everything. If someone's like, we're gonna go party, we're gonna go and like drink like crazy, I'm gonna be like, get me them Pedialytes then, and Gatorades, cause if you want me to be in a good mood, no. Hungover me is not it, honey. And it's not. Too many people did. I haven't gotten hangovers yet. You're lying. Do you drink anything in between all that? Like water, sodas, juice? If you do that, it makes a lot more sense. But if not, then that doesn't make any sense. Were your parents alcoholics? God damn. Because I know my mom is a strong alcoholic since she was 15. So I have a little bit more of a tolerance for it. But again, I know my limit. Like, yes, I have a bit of a tolerance, but I'm not like high tolerance on alcohol. I'll definitely tell you that because... Hey, Dave. Hey, Denise. I joined here. Let me follow first. Hi there. How are you doing there? Hey. Hi. Thanks for the follow. Everyone here from Iceland? What the frick? That's crazy. I love it. Wow. Wait a minute. Now that I've never asked this. Mr. Candyman, where are you from? Are you from, like, anywhere in the U.S.? Or if not, that's fine. I'm just curious now. Wow. New York? Oh, fuck. That's crazy. Oh, I love New York. New York. I love New York. I wish I'm just a follower from the TV. I'm from New Zealand, the whole other side of the world. A lot of spite. Whoo! I pray for you. Because I even heard they're bigger than, like, our spiders. I've heard everything almost in that area is bigger than anything we have here, even roaches. I pray for you. Oh, I can't. I'm just got scared just from hearing that, just from reading that. Sorry. Oh, that's crazy. But, damn, New Zealand, New York, Iceland, y'all, that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding, y'all, dude. Holy crap. I'm just built different because I haven't gotten any hangovers and haven't blacked out from drinking. No kidding. What's your secret, young Padawan? Fuck. I want that. That is. If anyone has seen My Hero Academia, that is a quirk right there. That is the one quirk I would want for the rest of my goddamn given life, man. I don't even know. Shit, you don't. Damn, at this point, if I was like a scientist, I would want to do so many analysis on you, do so many studies on you at this point. Holy fuck. You should just join into a study, like get paid for them to like test you, cause god damn. Oh my god, anyone who can't get hangovers after drinking so much is crazy. That's crazy. It has to be in the genes. It has to be like in the family genes somehow. That's the only way I could think of it. I don't know, maybe not. Actually, never mind, because there's also, never mind, there's such thing called underage drinking, which is something I never did. y'all probably had time to prepare. I never prepared. We do drink a lot if we go to a warm country because alcohol tends to lower your body temperature, hence why you feel the warmth burns coming from. Huh. It lowers it? That's why. Okay. I thought it was the other way around, and that's why you feel, okay, I'm stupid, but thank you. I'm learning a lot. I drank under, yeah. Yeah, never drink when it's freezing. It's an ad on Iceland. Wait, really? Why? What happens? Why? What happens if? Wait, what happens if you're drinking when it's freezing and your body temperature goes? Wait, what? I'm curious now because I know there's times we even have like little blizzard storms here and where I live. I live in California and I like in the mountains. Never big ad every winter. Why don't we have ads like that? Well, maybe we don't get it that cold. You guys just told me. You guys literally even have it to like -2. Yeah, we don't ever get it that cold. That's crazy. What happens? I'm gonna Google this. Holy crap. What the fuck? Where's my phone? Why are you still charging when you're at 100%? I'm stupid. That's crazy. I didn't know that because your body temperature lower, causing you not to notice you're getting. Oh my god! Holy crap! I was having this conversation with someone too because I remember I saw this show. I don't know if you guys know it, How I Met Your Mother, right? And this was like a while ago, and I remember having this conversation with someone like a long time ago, and I was like, what if, let's say, you were in that situation, you were stuck in a car, and it was a blizzard, I mean storm, and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, but somehow you have like pack of beers in the back of your car because you were about to go meet up your boys or something. I don't know. If you were to drink all those packs of beer or alcohol or even Jaegers, whatever it could be, can you maybe outlive that? Because then your body, but then, I don't know, no, probably not, because then you're just telling me you wouldn't know. That's crazy. Damn, where were you guys before? You know how much I would have literally, like, won so many, like, science fairs? I was like, well, being in school. Y'all just gave me so many ideas now for, like, my future kids. Oh. All I need is a blanket and a 12-pack. Oh, for real? Damn. That's exactly something you don't want to do. The best thing to do is make a bowl, make a campfire, and make water from the surrounding ice. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. I feel like I need to go to, like, Iceland and live there or something just to know, like, what to do in snowy conditions. And you would think someone who's literally has lived in winter storms would know. But no, because us Californians, we're like, stupid. We're really stupid, really. I know how to drive in them. I know how to not get stuck in them. I know how to keep them away from your, like, gas line and all that stuff and whatnot. But, like, damn, we're stupid compared to y'all, man. It's water. You get water, but keeps you hydrated. Well, yeah, makes sense. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, now I know. That's crazy. You guys really got me thinking. That's crazy. We're in Iceland in summer. The record temperature was just a 15 Celsius. We're built for situations like this. Yeah, I believe it. Holy crap. I need to go to Iceland one day for like a good month or so. Just live in those situations for a bit. Like around your winter time. Even if I'm struggling or something, like, God, I feel like I need it at this point. That's also what we get educated for in elementary school when we were young. What? Why? What the? I hate American school system. I hate the American school system. They don't even teach you on what to do for, like, they don't even teach you for stuff like that in our school. And we get pretty bad storms too. Like, I've gone stuck to where I'm like, oh my God, I'm probably gonna be stuck here all night, and then I have to call my, like, parents and whatnot, or like or whatever, and then I get unstuck after hours But literally, I get back home soaked, drenched, freaking freezing. I feel like I almost have frostbite. Like, you know? Wow. America's a joke. Here we have blizzards too. Permanent nights, permanent days, and volcanoes? Yo, y'all are... Oh my god. There's so much our school education system doesn't teach us. And I know that because I would pay attention. I always had good grades in history. I always had good grades in science. That's insane. That's insane. Wow, okay. Wow. Wow. We need people from Iceland to come to America and just be teachers, man. Y'all need to, like, come and study here because we need that. We need y'all. No, our school education system is so fucked. We need... Oh, my God. I'm worried for our future. Wow. Summer around June till mid-August, the sun won't set. Whereas if November to... Oh, okay, yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that information. Let's see. That's the only thing I think I know about the whole, you know, yeah. America is... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm glad I brought alcohol. Y'all are really making me want to drink so much more. I just smoke so much more. Wow. Wow. My eyes are like wide open now. That's insane. Yeah, we need y'all to come over. Or, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm a volunteer. I would go live in Iceland for a good year. So come back and teach Americans. Really? Not even your own houses? You don't drink that much? That's... Not even if you're like the espresso or like, I don't know. That's crazy. Drinking is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, like yes and no. Because sometimes it keeps me from my activities. Oh, sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. That's crazy though. Kind of want to live in Iceland now. But also, I don't know. Oh my god, I would have to bundle up so much. You would hear me if I was in Iceland, you would just hear me complain so much. Pretty much just like how it is over here. I would complain all the time. I complain so much. I'm like, I hate the snow. I hate the cold. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it. You guys are gonna be like, you know what, you guys, you're just gonna be like, yeah, you just leave. Just leave. One thing, me and Dennis and Dev have one thing in common. We live both on pretty remote places. Oh, for real. For real. It's, yeah. Well, I live in a remote place, too. I live in Big Bear, Lake, California. You can go ahead and search that up. It's a little small town of, like, 1,100 or so. I don't know. Last time I saw the sign, I think it's at 1,100. It could be less now because I know a lot of people got kicked out. Because a lot of the houses here are Airbnbs. They're not even houses being owned by people. A lot of elderly people got kicked out. A lot of people with kids. A lot of people in their 20s. So when I say remote, it's pretty remote. But it's not that remote anymore because it's just tourists. It's a tourist trap. But it used to be really remote where it used to be so quiet. Where whenever I would go out and about and say, hey, and people would be like, oh, where do you live? I'd be like, oh, Big Bear Lake, California. And they'd be like, are you making that up, kid? What are you talking about? What's Big Bear Lake? And I'm like, search it up. It's a thing. It's a small town in the mountains. Damn. It's midnight, but the sun is still up. Yeah, I believe that. And I always thought that's so cool. But I'm not a daylight person. I'm not a morning person. So I would be so pissed if it was so sunny and it's midnight already. I'd be like, my brain is not functioning. I'm going to be up all night, I guess, pretty much. It's 12:16. What are you doing up? It's like what? It's 5. It's literally 5:17 p.m. There's still sunlight out. Granted, you have sunlight too, so I mean, but for me, it's gonna get dark later on, which I love. I love the darkness. So when you guys have pure darkness, this will be my favorite time of every time. Like I just love the darkness. We've and adjusted sleeping schedule during longer days. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, well, what was one question I had? There was one question I had that I even had this question to my boyfriend. He's like, how would I know? It's not like I live somewhere over there. What was it? Oh, okay. This is what it was. Okay. Y'all who live in Iceland, right? Okay. And you said that right now it's daylight, right? Even though it's like 12 in the, it's midnight, right? It's daylight. But then you guys have it, right? Times in the years where it'll be completely dark, right? And let's say it's like 9 in the morning, but it will be completely dark, right? Or am I wrong? Or is that only in Antarctica or something? Please let me know if I'm wrong. Please correct me. Okay, yes? Okay. Question for that specifically. Y'all have construction workers, right? Because if you do, how do they do it for that 3-month span? Like you just said right now, you said 3 months. For that 3-month span, do they not do any construction work at all? Or do they have light fixtures for them to continue their work? Or do they have to wait until the whole full daylight appears? And then, you know what, boys? It's construction season. Like, how does that work? Do you guys know how that works? Because I question that a lot. Like, how does that work for, like, some people who work out in the field, out and about, where they have to have daylight resources, you know, to continue their job? Unless they have, like, big light fixtures, I don't know, to continue building houses, because you guys have houses, right? You guys have buildings. There has to be construction workers, right? Unless you guys have pre-made houses that you guys, I don't know how that works. That's why I'm questioning that. Because how does that work for, like, construction workers and whatnot? Like, is that a seasonal thing? Because if so, that would make a lot more sense. Because I know even here, like, where I live, we have summer, winter, fall, whatever. The 4 seasons. So, summer. So, winter time, the construction workers don't really work. They don't really do anything. They have to find side jobs. At least here where I live in California, where there's actually snow, they have to go find side jobs. So they'll work in the mountains, like in the ski resorts or whatever. And then once summer comes is when it's like, okay, boys, we're back in business. Let's go and do our houses. Let's go do this and that. Let's go, you know. So I'm curious on that. Because I know over here, yeah, wintertime, it's like there's like barely any work for construction workers when there's snow. Because I know I have a construction worker here in the stream, but I don't know. I don't know if you agree, because I mean, you work in New York, but I feel like in New York you guys have better ways of, like, because I know you guys still work. I know construction workers still work around the snow season in New York. I've seen it. I've been there for it. Here in Iceland, we have big warehouses where walls and buildings are pre-created, and during the dark time, all they need are cranes. We do have good light, northern lights, where snow has often reflection as well, so the workers can still continue here. Only the fees are higher during... Oh. See, okay. Oh, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. That's smart. Okay, that's smart. I'm learning so much. I've had that question for a good couple months, and I don't remember why that question came up to be. I don't remember. I can't remember. But that came up to be, and I've been thinking that for a solid, like, good 6 months. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you just answered that for me. I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that answered unless, like, I meet someone from that. That's crazy. God heard me. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Interesting. Now then, they must make bank. Then that's crazy. To be a construction worker in Iceland, that's crazy. Yeah, to make like the walls inside a warehouse and when everything is prefabricated, they send it outside with truck or a crane and then smart. That's smart. That's so smart. God damn, people just think of everything nowadays. There's no reason for you to be like having an excuse for anything now. There's no excuses for anything anymore. But the government pays those workers 3 times the. You hear that? Are you still in chat? Oh, Mr. Candyman, are you still in chat? Did you hear that? You might want to move to Iceland, man. Damn, now I'm almost gonna want to move to Iceland with my boyfriend. I'm gonna be like, you got your construction license. I don't know how much, if you have to do it again if we move to Iceland, but I mean, you did it once. I think you could do it again. That's crazy. Wow, good for them. They must be balling. Holy crap. Now even I want to be a female construction worker in Iceland. Holy Oh, wow, okay. That's crazy. The more you know. You guys are teaching me so much. This is insane. Well, they have to consider they have to work in -20, and last winter it dipped to -36 at its lowest with the wind. Oh, hell. How do you guys do it for animals? Do you guys still walk your dogs? Do they only have like, I don't know, pee pads and all that stuff indoors? Like, do they have to wear boots outside the dogs? Like, snow boots and all that? Now I'm thinking about the animals. What kind of animals do you guys have over there? Like wild animals I'm talking about. Other than the obvious ones, but I'm talking about like, I don't know, like bears or like deers or like, I don't know what else maybe that could be there. Moose, I don't know. We have strict pet rules here. We only can have a few breeds like huskies and Malamutes. So like Chihuahuas and all that, it's a no-go for sure. Wow, that's crazy. German Shepherds too, I'm guessing? That's crazy. Not even cats? That's crazy. Well, cats are indoor cats, so I don't know. They're always indoor. They're never outdoor. I don't know about that. What about cats? That's not allowed as they will what? They will supply health risks during. They are simply health risks. Wow. Cats too? That's crazy. Damn. I mean, that's cool. That's good that you guys are strict on that, but damn. So anyone who even needs an emotional support animal, I mean, reptilians, I guess. I guess, but wow. Well, yeah, right? Reptilians are good, right? Over there, or am I tripping? Is that also not something? Only cats we can have here are Norwegian. Dang. That kind of cat always reminds me of Lane the Tramp. Those are all with the, That's crazy. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, wow. I'm learning so much. Yeah, wow. You guys are more strict than anyone else. Holy crap. That's insane. I like it. I love Iceland. I'm loving Iceland so far. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like thinking about going there now. Sounds good. Sounds great. I'm not gonna lie. I could tell. I love that. Cause over here, I mean, they could be there. It depends on the people you meet. You need permits. Okay. Huh. But you guys have vets, right? Like vegetarians and everything, like in case of, because I mean I'm pretty sure of people who have huskies and whatnot, right? Can you have reptiles like iguanas and all that? Like, I don't know, like a snake or something? I don't know. Certain snakes. That's crazy. Because I know some people need emotional supports, and I know some people even have had reptiles as emotional supports. I've seen it. I've walked to a couple establishments where they literally have their snake like wrapped around their neck, and I'm just like, and they're like, yeah, it's my emotional support. Like, it really is. I'm like, reptiles are not allowed due to the slow daylight. Oh, duh. But then again, there are lamps for that too. I don't know. That also mimic the sun. But I don't know. Okay. But that, granted, it is mimicking it, and it's not the same PF, and yeah. Okay, now that makes sense. The sun rays and everything. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Wow, I'm learning so much. I never knew I would learn so much from a stream. You learn so much more from strangers. It's like like, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I was almost gonna be like, it's almost like I'm the student and I'm the teacher and you guys are the students, but not because this is my live stream. But then whatever. That's so crazy. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, that's crazy. Well, thank you for the facts and everything. That's amazing. All right. Well, I'm gonna go because I also need to take the dogs out for a walk, and they've been kind of like begging me for a bit. And I need to kind of exercise my knee since I dislocated it and everything, and it's kind of getting better, so I need to start exercising. But thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you so much for the facts that I never thought I would ever know, and now I do. Oh my god, I love you guys so much for those facts. I'm like happy today. Like those facts made my day. I'm not gonna lie, all those facts made my day. Thank you for the art. I love you. That's crazy. Now I'm rethinking of like Iceland. I'm like, damn, I gotta live in Iceland. But no, thank you guys for all the info. Like, dang, hopefully you guys get me more, cop back into the streams and give me more info of more stuff. Cause gosh, I feel like you Icelanders are just a different breed, man. Like, I feel like y'all just the education system, everything. I just feel like, dang. You need to throw a New Zealand fact, or for real. I see the moon upside down. What you talk about, Willis? What you talk about, Willis? Whoa. Wait, I want to hear this and all, but I need to go. I'm sorry, I need to go. I don't want to keep my dogs waiting any longer, and they're literally crying. They've been coming back and forth. And I need to do something rather than just stay here and sit on stream. And I would take you guys with me, but this town, I've tried streaming around this town multiple times, and the stream always ends midway. So because the service here is so choppy, I hate it here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being on the stream. I love all the facts. Thank you guys so much. I'm probably gonna even do a freaking trivia on this stuff now too. What the heck? But yeah, I'll definitely be back on stream either today or tomorrow, whatever. I'm definitely gonna be more on stream. But thank you guys so much. I love it. Okay. Well, anywho, thank you guys so much. I will be back. I definitely will. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for the facts. Thank you guys for the entertainment. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream as well. Hopefully I entertained you guys somehow as well, because I feel like you guys were entertaining me more. But anywho, thank you guys. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Other than that, I'll see you later. Bye. Good stream. Thank you. I love you. I love you guys, actually, I should say. I love you. Bye.